Sorry. All right, looks like we're live. Welcome you all to my very first chat. I've been in several, but this is my first one hosting. So if there's any technical difficulties, sue me. Oh man. So did you get out and do anything fun today?
No, not really. Around my way, it's pretty cold. It's supposed to snow tonight. I just went to the dinner. That's about it, man. Right now, I'm just smoking a cigar and relaxing.
Nice. Yeah, I traveled most of the day. So. Yeah, I was hoping to get home in time to take my K31 to the range, but I didn't. So.
That's what? That's Swiss, right? Isn't that like
yes.
a? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I just got it on Friday, so
Cool.
I'm itching. I'm itching to get it out. So.
I bet.
Yeah. I'm ready. Nothing sucks worse than getting a new gun and having to wait.
I know, right? I haven't shot my AK in a while, and I finally found a stock that fits it properly, and I wanted to take it out tomorrow, but with the snow, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it.
Well, it's in its natural environment.
I know, yeah, but it's like my car is like a small, like compact car, and it's light, and like my range is like 45 minutes away. I would shoot in the snow. That's not a problem, but getting there, I think tomorrow's gonna be, be a pain in the ass. Where's everybody at? Usually Sunday night, people are around, but.
Well, Edge is saying he's blocked. Someone try to figure out why he's blocked. Is he blocked from the YouTube, or I guess it?
I don't know. I don't think I blocked Edge. Let me check.
I blocked Edge.
Oh.
There you go.
That's why.
I'm kidding. I did not block him.
Do I go into my YouTube? Yeah. Where is that?
No, you want to see if you blocked Edge? It's very easy. You have to go to your Google Plus page.
Okay, Google Plus. Heading there. I think I did this before and I didn't have anyone blocked. Down to people. I could see where I could block it, where I could have blocked Edge, but I don't think I did.
Yeah, where would you find that?
Give me a second here, and I'll show you.
Yeah, because I'm in the people right now too.
Go over to your circles, and then under actions, there's view blocked. I do not have anyone blocked. View ignored. I don't have anyone ignored.
Wait, okay, so we go to people, right?
Yes, and then there's your circles, and there's a drop down next to actions. There's a view blocked.
No, I don't have anybody.
Yeah.
I've only got one person, and I won't say his name on here.
Also known as Edge.
Well, it's got an ED, yeah, the first two, so.
Yeah. So, no idea why it's not letting you in, Edge.
Just throw out another link.
Yeah, I'm heading that way.
Ed probably just got in trouble. Joining too many live chats.
Yeah. The NSA is coming down on him.
Well, I haven't seen an American Live chat in a while.
He did say he shouldered that SIG brace.
God, that's a travesty. That's a whole bunch of garbage what that is.
Oh, I agree.
And it's not even about the shouldering of the sig brates. It's like how they're just redefining things by their use, and that's just going to open a whole bunch of can of worms with other things. I think.
You know, pistols, buffer tubes.
Yeah, I mean, so I can't use a two-handed grip on my, M&P or my Glock, or,
Or grabbing your front handguard on your AK or AR pistol.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just
It's
they're gonna have to restructure that. They're gonna have to rephrase that. They're gonna have to.
You can't have a vertical grip on the you can't have a vertical grip on the front of your firearm, your pistol. But you can have one that's a 45-degree angle.
right.
Yeah, but the whole thing though is by them stating the way you used an item redesigns it from its original intention and its definition or whatever.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
In anything else, it's designed one way, and it's up to the operator to use it. But if they use it for something that's not designed for, it's no big deal. In anything else in life.
If I use my 10mm to kill a fly,
okay.
That's what it was designed for. That's what a fly swat is for.
Yep. But it gets the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you pistol whip somebody, right? What's it, a bat now? I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know.
That's what lawyers are for, I guess, right?
Yeah, and I really hope that SIG goes through with it and goes on. Oh, it's locked on me. I guess everyone doesn't want to see my ugly mug all the time. All right, we should be switching back and forth now.
Well, they can see your ugly mug, my ugly pistol. Or a skeleton.
Well, it's still a pistol.
Yeah, that must be my old one.
Just me. Yeah, it looks like it's two skeletons. One's
picking its brain, right?
Yep.
Let me see.
Got 6 whole viewers. Woohoo.
It's better than 5.
Yeah, that is true. Let's see. Almost had a revolution. Oh, hey, Grand, why don't you get it on in here?
Somebody else joined in.
No, Grand Man is out in the.
I know. I said somebody else should join in here.
I agree.
Screaming for a chat and then nobody joins.
Yep.
I started back up tying paracord.
How much paracord do you have? Oh, hey, Grand, why don't you get it on? About time, Edge. No, Grand Man. Hey, Edge, mute.
5,000 feet. 500,000.
Oh, I was going to say 5,000 feet? Holy crap.
Oh, that's not much. It's somewhere in there, because I think I got 7 or 8 colors. And they're not all, I've used them all, so.
When I rode motorcycles, I used to have about 2 or 3 inches hanging off each one of my motorcycle keys just so I remembered what key went to which bike.
What's going on? I've got all these steel ball bearings that I got to make into monkey fists for no other reason than just to make them into monkey's fists. So I've been practicing new designs.
Yeah.
It's fun, though. It's basically knitting for men.
I like that. Knitting for men.
Yeah, so people make a living at it. Look at that guy from SOE.
Yeah.
Edge got into it for a little while, and then he got bored of it.
No, I still make stuff. I'm still waiting because I ordered a lot of paracord from China, like on the Christmas break, like right after Christmas, and that shit still hasn't gotten here, man. They're talking like February 11th or something like that.
You ordered
Yeah.
it from China?
Well,
Yeah,
it's like
you know,
$4 for 100 feet, you know, instead of like
Yeah.
$8.
I'm just gonna say you're gonna get really crappy stuff.
yeah, there's a Milsurp shop about an hour from me. They sell it for, I think it's 12 cents a foot or something like that.
Yeah.
550 paracord is the same shit for the most part.
Yeah.
No, it
No, this is
isn't.
550. No, this is 550.
They may be 7-strand, but they're not going to test out to 550 pounds. They'll test out to like 300 pounds or 150 pounds. It depends. I mean, the Chinese stuff is very low quality.
Well, I'll find out.
Hell, even some of the stuff made in the United States, if you're not careful, is low quality, will not actually be 550 pounds.
Yep. Speaking of all that stuff, for Christmas I got my niece about 15 or 20 different colors of paracord and a book to teach her how to make a whole bunch of different knots and lanyards and stuff like that for all of her friends. And she's been sending me posts and like, look at this new knot I made. It's going to my best friend so and so, and I'm like, awesome. I mean, it's cool that she's kind of got into it.
There you go.
Nice. Yeah, I made a couple slings, and I wrapped one of my stocks with paracord. And
This is medium gray with navy camo. The only thing I think useful for navy camo.
I'm waiting. I ordered some 2 black 100 feet cords, 1 green, and a couple of camo ones. So the black and that army brown or whatever should make some interesting bracelets and whatnot that I plan on making.
yeah, I had a whole bunch of bracelets that I had, but then I gained a little bit of weight, and my wrists got fat. Now they're just a little too small. At least last time I tried them on.
Let's see. I've got the green and gold, which is a pack of colors. Black, the gray, the camo, the dragonfly, which is an orange, yellow, and black. Then a gecko, which is a green, kind of like a lime green and black. Black widow, which is red and black. I'm sure I'm forgetting some other colors.
I bought some. This one is black, little rose, colored insert camo kind of built in for my daughter to make for her friends. She wants them, give them out to her buddies. But other than that, I haven't made too much. I got I bought some steel bracelet connectors. What do you call them? The buckles. For some ones I'm going to give out to special people. That have been cool. Been nice to the channel and whatnot. Send them out to them.
AKA is gay lovers.
Could be, but that's my business.
Yeah, this is kind of hard to see, but that's one I like making.
Yeah, I've seen that one. The one I like that's real cool, that one stitch, is that one that you can take it apart in like one piece, and it all comes apart straight up. It doesn't. You don't have to pick out the burned ends or anything. It just because it's all hooked. And
yep. That's how this one is. If I take and I rip this real hard, it'll all just come undone.
Yeah, that's the one I want to make next.
Yeah, I think there's 14 or 18 feet in this one. I mean, it's not very. It's maybe 6 inches long. So And this one is supposed to be for a watch. It's kind of cool. So let's see if they fit me anymore. That one does.
Nope.
It's been a
My
while
problem
since
is keeping all the paracords straight.
The biggest thing you have to remember is to put the rate whistle, a little buckle, so in case you're out hunting and some guy tackles you, you got the rate whistle ready.
I could make a really ugly combination.
What? Rainbow?
No.
What is that? Fucking audience.
I had a little spool. I got
Wow.
gecko, and then this is really cool. I like this one. This one is cool too, but definitely needs to be toned down with black. But this with black, it looks good.
I'd say so. Yeah, this one's just like a 1/4 inch too small.
See, orange and black go good together.
It kind of looks like one of those real poisonous snakes.
Exactly.
That design.
I think they call it dragonfly, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make another one of these, make it a little bit bigger. And then of course with this one, I had this D latch or whatever it's called. I'm not sure what it's called, but that's rated at 500 or 600 pounds as well. So I could just take and use it as an anchor point if needed.
Hey, Ed, did you look at I think one of my last videos? Tell you how to make paracord needles.
Yeah, I saw it. I was the one to give it a thumbs down. I was kidding.
I'm gonna have to start watching your videos, chat. I mean, Quark, chat.
Every once in a while, I come up with a good idea.
You're a brave man.
If you got a Menards near you, you can actually get the stuff to make it. Otherwise, you have to go to Lowe's.
Yeah. I have a Home Depot.
They don't have them.
Figures.
How about you? I spent yesterday. Again, I should have my son doing this shit, but I ain't taking apart his Mosin and fucking cleaning, getting all the cosmoline off, simple green. I was trying to find like one of those things you see that are elongated, like long enough to dip the barrel enough and leave it in there. But the only place I can't even find one is all Brownells. Like we can, it's long enough to hold a like liquid and dip a barrel in there and just let it set. You would think at Home Depot you could find something like that. No.
It's called PVC pipe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some PVC glue and an end cap.
I guess some
Pretty
large.
simple.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea. I didn't think about that large PVC pipe.
Yeah. Especially if you're just going to do the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all you need is maybe 2 inches.
I bought a gallon of simple green. That was like $10. Scrub the shit out of it. Then I had the LDS stop by as I'm doing it, and they're like, "Sir, can we talk to you?" I'm like, "I'm working on something." And I guess I saw my 1911 sticking out my back because I've been carrying my 1911 the last 2 days. I'm like, "Oh, well, are you really busy?" I call it pretty busy. I don't know about you. I'm working. Like, oh, well, does anybody saving that you know? The world, my friend, but skedaddle.
Those who don't worship the devil.
Then I asked that they're left-handed, and they both said they were, and I kicked them out.
Yeah. Edge, simple green works great. I like the simple green. You have to dilute it, though. I hope you diluted it.
I didn't use too much. Just know I ended up buying like one of those paint, like roller deals to dip all the parts in.
Oh, the paint trays?
Yeah, paint tray, big one. And just let them sit in there and let them break down a while before I clean them up.
Oh,
I
I meant not on the wood. You're just doing metal, it's fine. Wood, you got to dilute it.
I think I used Simple Green and Formula 409 on mine.
I did have my son come by. He's like, "Yeah, you should be doing this shit." And he did clean out the stock.
Well, that's the worst. That's the worst part. I hate cleaning the dang stock because I took a hair dryer to mine.
That's what a buddy of mine was saying is let it sweat it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the stock. You need to let it heat it up and sweat it out.
And no matter how much cosmoline you think you got out of it, the first 2 or 3 times you'll shoot it, you'll still get some more coming out of the fore end.
Yep.
So if you're going to refinish it, go out and shoot it a few times before you refinish it. Because a buddy of mine, he refinished it, made it all nice and pretty, and then he shot it, and the cosmoline started bubbling up, and it ruined his finish.
Yeah, I might have to do it next and take a heater. We'll shoot it first. We haven't shot it yet. We get some time away.
I bought mine in winter, and I did I cleaned all the surface crap off. Then I stripped the wood off because I knew I was going to refinish it, and then I did the hair dryer.
Yeah, that'd work.
I actually use a heat gun.
I don't plan. What do you guys think about it? Again, my ignorance, because I've never really worked with wood that much as far as finishing. Like 11 in middle school. As far as like furniture polish and shit, like or Old English or shit, if you put that on, does it fuck it up the stock?
Nope.
I would really.
Nope.
No. I'll have to go out and see what I used.
Because I don't think Old English has variants. I'll see just cleaning it up, letting it and then putting some Old English just to kind of give it a once over.
Yeah, with the one I had was matching serial numbers, although the stock the varnish was chipped in places, it was just flaking off.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I knew I was going to strip it. I just wanted it all matching in a Tula stamp.
Yeah. So what I did is I took a very fine sandpaper and just ran it across everything with very light pressure, and pulled all that crap off. Got it consistent and.
See, I got some of that lacquer or whatever they use to coat it again on the brass parts. And you can see it kind of coated up on it when they redid it or it was retooled or whatever. And you can see that on the brass, and it kind of has like a little patina going on it. And I'm still kind of whether to leave it there or not. Because if you pick it with your finger, it'll actually come off.
That's what they did is they put the metal on. At least with mine. They had put the metal on, and then they had varnished over it.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what looks. The varnish is over the metal parts.
Yep.
The brass.
So it doesn't matter. I just stripped mine all completely down. I mean, if you want to, refinish it, I mean, it's awesome. If the varnish is in good shape, I wouldn't do it.
No, the finish is really good on this rifle. It's just a couple of little light spots. That's why I was thinking about doing some Old English and just seeing, whatever color comes out of it. Hopefully it doesn't change the color too much on it. It's like a dark red. It's on it. But, no, the finish is pretty good. That's why he ended up paying a little more for that one, my son. And the bore's excellent condition. The bolt was messy. I did have fun taking that bitch apart and fucking clean that sucker up.
Oh, yeah, the bolt was just... Mine was just caked with cosmoline.
Oh, they all are.
No, inside, I couldn't believe it was... Trying to get the firing pin out was a pain because I couldn't get a grip on it and I didn't want to grab it with pliers. So was my hands were, at that point, were just so full of cosmoline and crap. It was just like, I finally managed with the rag to be able to get enough of traction on it to get it to pull out. And it was just like a big, huge glob of cosmoline all over it. It was horrible.
I actually bought gloves this time to do this job. Bought the little instead of gloves.
This is what mine looks like. Here, I'll lock it on myself. This is like just I just sanded it down real quick, real light. And then I left some like up here. It's quite a bit darker because of all the oils and stuff from your hand, from the previous shooter's hand.
Only drop once.
So that's my M44.
Now, did you restain that and then?
Yes, I restained it and then I put some. I put 2 coats of stain and then 1 coat of finish.
Okay. You would use like True Oil or BLO or?
True Oil.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, here's my Type 53, which I was going to redo this one, but then hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Can you see this engraving right here?
Yep.
It's actually a tiger. So I'm not going to touch this one.
No, I don't blame you at that point when it's got a little bit of artwork on it like that. I keep it.
Yep. And this is why I take out deer hunting with me. This is my Type 53.
Yeah. Today I was watching Vietnam in HD because it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And besides you see the AKs and but every now and then they see the Viet Cong with a Mosin, and I just laugh.
Yeah, it's great.
Paid and extended. It's like, damn, even in Vietnam, I knew they were using it. It was just kind of funny.
You guys ever watch those Alaskan shows? That one chick, the one wife, always hunts with her Mosin.
Yep.
Always hunting elk with her Mosin.
And she always uses brass PPU ammo.
Pretty good shot with that, man. I mean, she's shooting long distance with that. It's the ones I've seen.
Now, she has a PU sniper, doesn't she?
Does she? I don't know. I thought it was just regular 9140. I don't know.
I was reading the text.
9130.
All right. Then.
Rape whistles aren't gay. Rapists are gay.
Are you talking about Dr. No in there?
Yes. Rape whistles aren't gay. Male rapists are gay. There you go. You can always shit yourself.
Yep. That's why when I went to a firearms training year and a half ago, and he's like, all gunfighters usually have 3 or 4 extra rounds in their pocket. I'm guessing that's in case you're about to get raped and you gotta shoot yourself.
3 or 4 extra rounds in your pocket?
His justification was in case you run out of magazines, you will always have an extra 3 or 4 rounds to make them count. I was like, okay.
At that point, I'm like in really deep shit, and I'm like, I might as well kiss my ass goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, if I get down to that, I've already gone through 3 full mags, so an extra couple rounds ain't gonna help.
I mean, I can understand having a couple spare rounds in your pocket if you're using, like speed strips and a revolver.
No, yeah. But no, this was in a semi-auto, and I was like,
that makes a little bit more sense, but not for a semi. You're gonna take the time to pop those, even in that heat of situation, pop those into the magazine, or even just pop them into the chamber.
Yeah, he said, because he's one of those that, and I know this is very valid, that you never drop your mag until your hand is on the next mag in case you run out. So then you can come back, drop it, and grab the rounds from your pocket and load the extra 4 or 5 that you have there.
Sounds practical.
Yeah, not dropping your mag until you've got your hand on your other mag is actually taught by James Yeager.
Yep. Oh yeah, that I totally agree with. It's like if I have 1 in my gun and I have 2 on my hip, those extra 2 or 3 rounds ain't gonna help.
No.
There should be other guns laying on the ground by then.
I've got 17 rounds in my gun. That's all I carry. I thought, I tried carrying around 2 extra spare mags, and until I actually get a better mag pouch besides the cheap freebie I got with my gun, it ain't gonna happen. And not too many places make mag pouches for the PPX.
Yep. I have a Bravo concealment mag holder, and I said I want 2 full mags, 2 full size, 17 round mags to be in, and they're like, okay, that's no problem. You can fit it in there just fine. Well, I forgot to tell them that I carry a compact, so I want that extra spacer on my mag, so I could then go ahead and load it. Now I got a full grip, and if I put 2 of those in the mag pouches, whenever I grab the first mag, that plastic piece will grab the mag behind it, and I'll pull them both out. So I run a 12 round in the gun, and then my first mag's 12 round, my second mag's the 17 rounder, until I get a different holster or a different mag holder. So.
Oh, hey, Huck. Didn't see you pop in here.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Since we killed the chap by jumping in here.
I was listening before. I was already pretty dead.
Yeah. But hey, that's what happens.
What do you guys think of shot?
I watched Yankee's video, and that's all the SHOT Show information I needed.
Okay.
Well, I would like to try out the Geisley trigger for the AKA, but other than that, I didn't see anything.
Looks like SCAR came. The FN came out with like a DMR precision rifle variant of the SCAR.
All the night boots had cool shit. I didn't see much good for guns. The Sub 2000, I was pretty excited about that. And then the SIG had some cool stuff.
I'm still waiting for Sub 2000 to use M&P mags. And then I'll maybe get one. But not until
I don't know, man. That's everything that they use mags for is like 12, 15 years old. Designs that are already out there, like in mass.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when Magpul starts making M&P mags.
That'd be nice. Make some 30 rounders. Did you guys put that link into the gun
That was
channels
me.
chat?
Oh, what with the?
FNH.
No, I can't. No. Magpul's coming out with some AK furniture, like handguards and stock and.
New versions?
Yeah, coming out with a different stock, right collapsible.
Yeah.
And then the fore ends, they're making a couple.
Yeah, like a Mo, and then I forget what the other one's called.
Yeah, the other one's real long.
Yeah.
But you actually have to cut your sling mounting point off. So basically, it's a SCAR that's a little bit more accurate in a different stock. That's kind of what it looks like.
And a match grade trigger, I think. Like a lighter trigger. You ever shot a SCAR?
I have not.
Oh man, I got to shoot one, and like picking it up, it feels for the price. I don't even want to say it, but it feels cheap. Do you know what I mean? That was an expensive rifle, but that like recoil system that they have in that stock. I mean, I shot a 17, so it's a 308, and it felt good. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
I shot one chambered in 5.56, and it was good. I mean, it was good. Felt right. Nice rifle. No complaints.
I mean, it's so expensive though. I mean, it's just the price is just insane.
Yeah, it's 2,000. Upwards of 2,000.
Yeah, around there. It depends on.
Sounds about right. I'd challenge anyone to make one cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw someone at a range have one and started talking to him. I'm like, so do you let other people shoot it? He's like, no, it's too expensive to let other people shoot. And I'm like, all right, it's fine, Dick. And then he came over to look.
It's like, like how you get it? Yeah, I mean, it's not like, you know.
Exactly. So he came over, and now I have my AK-74 out, and he started looking at it. He's like, "Do you let anybody shoot it?" No, not dickheads. So it worked.
Well, if your 74 blows up like that other guy's did, then let him.
Yeah. No kidding. Now mine's a.
Here you go, Huck.
It's a inner arms tonsil.
What?
So it's not a Sentry.
No, it's not a Sentry.
Correctly, it's based.
It's not
Check out that other
Sentry.
link. It's a new knife company.
Steel wheel knives. I don't know. I'm not much of a knife guy. Just never got into them. They interest me. I just don't know anything about them.
You guys see that Leatherman tread? It's like I don't know, I'll just post it. It's like a bracelet, and it has like, it's all configurable. And
I'm going to image. Oh yeah, the bracelet.
Yep.
Yes, I saw Swell.
Cool looking knives.
yeah, like in the beginning of the video, those ones look really good to me. When they start going to like their tactical models, I was less impressed. But
Yeah, Swell had this wristband. He's like, if I'm ever going to carry a multi-tool, it's got to be functional. And he had a picture of this.
okay, here's the mag pull.
That thing's pretty cool as far as the Leathermans go. Not a lot of other watch bands that do that.
Right. I just wonder what quality of steel they're using.
I
For
forget.
the
what it
knife
says.
clubs? Yeah,
They
they
said-
mentioned it. It's just tool steel. It's another new fancy tool steel.
So is it a good tool steel? I mean, just
Well, with knives, it really doesn't matter what kind of steel it is, what the number designation is. It has really nothing to do with it. The more important thing is the how they heat treat it, so the reputation of the company.
okay.
Like Cold Steel and Camillus now are both imported. They're all made overseas. They all use Aus 8, which used to be a really, really good steel, but they temper it really shitty, so it never holds an edge. The old Cold Steel, the old SOG stuff that was Aus 8 and Aus 6 is some of the hardest steel I've ever handled.
Yeah, I heard Cold Steel is going to be upgrading the steel that they use, because they were getting a lot of criticisms for exactly what you said.
Yeah, it's garbage, and again, if they can learn how to temper it, that'll be great. But whatever the new factory is garbage.
About that Magpul stock, I don't like how it folds to the right side, and you can't really use your safety.
See, that's what a lot of them fold to the right side for AKs for whatever reason. I mean,
Literally, never engage my safety. I also sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just getting into the habit of it, just in case I grab one, and I'm just trying to get into the habit of it.
Oh, I sweep it down every time. I've just never had it click.
Okay.
Unless I specifically did it for like showing someone else or something, but I've never kept it that way. I'm not a huge fan. If I feel like I have to keep a gun on safe, I usually keep it unloaded.
I follow you. And then there's steel AK mags, or steel reinforced AK mags, I should say, without steel feed lips.
Yeah, they never answered my question. I asked them if they made the feed lips any thicker or built up anything so it had a thicker plastic, and they didn't. They never responded.
I did see one of their booth reviews, and they said that they actually got better in their test. I can't remember exactly what verbiage they used, but upon impact, the polymer feed lips held up better than their steel reinforced feed lips. Probably because their steel wasn't thick enough to take the punishment.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any of their steel ones. I just know holding up a Tapco next to a Magpul that the Tapco is about twice as thick. On the
Wow.
feed lips. It's a pretty major difference on the ones I have, at least.
Yeah, I don't have any Magpul mags, so.
They're okay. They're a lot more comfortable. They're more ergonomic. They go in and out of the pouches easier. They're just not worth the $16 or whatever.
Yep. I mean, when you can still get steel mags for $80 per 10. Well, I mean, I picked them up from I think Apex Guns for like $79, something like that, for a pack of 10, still in Cosmoline.
Yeah. I bought them from AIM, and I bought them from SG Ammo, and they've been really high quality from both of them, but I only buy a couple here and there.
Yeah. Whenever I got into AK-47s, I went out and bought 20 of them. So.
Nice. I just watched a Leatherman video. That is cool. But then again, I'm a watch guy, so.
Yeah, I was just going to say, though, there's nothing that useful on any watch that I've seen. I mean, I've seen a lot of cool watch bands, but...
I think that's pretty cool. You put that with a watch, and then... it's just unique, I guess I should say.
Oh, yeah. And you get one of those really nice, fancy Casios with all the buttons all over it. And you'll have like a super bulky watch. Or an Omicron Spacemaster.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't use any of the features. I mean, how often do you use a tachometer that's on a watch? That's what the speedometer for is at your car.
I jump out. I'll see you guys later.
Later.
See you.
See.
It's not like I'd be taking that thing off my wrist to do a whole lot of stuff, but it's just cool they have those options.
I bet you could key a car pretty good with it.
Yeah. Them showing him wearing it at a business presentation, that does not look like a business watch to me, or a business bracelet.
No, I wouldn't.
But I've been looking at the Leatherman tools because I got that I got the rebar. I'm like, dang, Leatherman makes some really good stuff, and that's one of their inexpensive ones.
Did you get that K31 yet, Fuss?
Yeah, it's sitting upstairs.
Show us.
All right, I'll be back. I'll take my Mosins back up.
You need to have your safe downstairs.
I couldn't put a real safe upstairs, man. That thing would fucking just fall through the fucking roof. That's why I'm gonna buy the next real safe, which I'm already. My son's Mosin, I'm tapped, and that safe is already full. So we're gonna have to buy another one, and I'm gonna use that one for ammo, and the old one for ammo, and the new one for the rifles, and buy something like a little more stout.
Yeah, mine's in the basement. It's not going anywhere. It would be nice to have it upstairs, but
It sucks because I have to put it in the garage, and I don't want all my guns in the garage now. They shouldn't be able to steal them, but feel just uncomfortable that are inside, the secure dwelling of the alarm.
Yeah, I didn't say this to Foos. You gotta lose some weight. Your chair's really starting to squeak.
That's the table going up and down.
Even worse, the table can't hold your weight.
Well, no, I mean, I'm sitting on my couch, and I have a coffee table that comes up to me, so I'm going to push it back. Yeah, so here it is.
Did you get all matching serial numbers?
Yes, I did.
That's nice.
Want to buy one for me?
What year is it?
I don't know.
Have you taken out the base pad yet? On the butt pad?
No, I have not done that.
You can do that, and it'll tell you what year it is on the back of the buttstock.
All right, let me get to my gunsmithing tools. It's underneath the camera.
Usually at the back end, you'll see like a 2-digit number. If you get that soldier card as well, the original issue soldier. That's kind of like the whole Cracker Jack part of the K-31.
Yeah. All right, let's pull this butt plate off.
See, that wouldn't be a rifle I wouldn't mind having, just because it looked really cool.
Yeah. It does look cool.
I don't tell they look cool. They fucking, they're accurate as shit.
Just getting the ammo.
It was not too extremely bad.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad price. I'm just saying it's just kidding because it's like no place locally carries.
Well,
So you have to online order.
It says 48 on it.
Yeah, 1948.
Yeah.
You got the one that was made of. I think it was after. It looks like it's a walnut.
Beech. Oh,
Is it?
No, the walnut's darker.
Yeah, it looks like it's walnut.
And what's cool is the back end really isn't all chewed up. I mean, it is a little bit, but it's really not that bad.
Did you get a card out of there?
No, there is no card.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping.
I was lucky.
Yep, no card. You got one with yours?
Yeah, I was surprised, man. The whole thing is, it's like I said, it's like a back box of Cracker Jacks. So you get that little surprise in there, and I popped it open. I was like, whoa. And I actually got some guy from Switzerland. That was great because I was like, I don't know who this was on the video online, and he's like, yeah, and he was breaking it down like this is that person and what division he was in. I got some pretty good feedback.
Yeah.
From some
That's cool.
Swiss listeners or watchers the video. So
yeah, I've just chambered around and kicked it out and make sure everything worked well, and so far it does. I just need to take it out to the range and see where it hits.
But that one looks darker. That doesn't look like Beechwood. I think they said, what was it? Is it the lighting or?
No, it's a light color.
Because mine's a 44 and it's walnut.
Is yours a real dark?
It's a little bit darker than that. The Beechwood you can usually see they're blonde. They just look like blondish.
Yeah, that's kind of what this looks like. Could be the lighting. I'm under some yellow light, so yeah, I'm quite happy with it. And the triggers on these things are just amazing.
Oh yeah, that's 3 pounds.
Yep.
2-stage trigger.
And it's kind of weird how it, how it comes up.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool. I like that.
2-stage trigger, usually within 3 to 4 pounds on every trigger.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All numbers matching, even down to the butt plate. I looked in there, so.
Just make sure when you fire it, you shuck it hard enough that you see that serial number on the top. Expose time, or else you're gonna get a light striker prime.
Or out of battery with it sticking out.
Yeah.
Back here, yeah. Oh yeah, I've read all into that. So.
I just recently took down my bolt the other day and cleaned it all out. It was full of gunk.
Yeah, I did that to mine as well.
That bolt's a fucking pain in the ass to put that fucking firing pin back on. I had some trouble doing it.
I just pushed the spring down and stuck it on.
Guess I'm getting old age.
Yep. And I actually like how they're kind of, realistic on the yardage. This it only goes out to 1,500 instead of 2,000.
They're meters though.
Well, yeah, but still. Yeah, this came with this sling as well, but it was missing that metal grommet. So.
Yeah, I never got a sling one. I bought one off this one company off eBay, and the first one they sent me was kind of shitty. And then I emailed them back about it or sent them a message, and they sent me a second one brand new. Mine definitely sticks out. Looks new. The strap.
I got this one from Classic Firearms. I looked on AIM, and they still have walnut or beech, and you can still have them handpicked. So.
They're about to close out, man. There's only 500,000 made compared to the Mosins for 17 million made.
Yeah, I think there says 550,000, which my serial number is 912688. So I don't know where that room is. But I guess I could go to the interwebs and check it out.
Funny, as long as a gun it is, it's called a carbine.
Yes, it is a carbine.
Not by your typical standards today,
Yeah, it still looks like a 20-inch barrel.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So evidently, back in 1933, the serial number started out at 520,010. So.
I don't have mine locked up upstairs. I don't know where the serial number is on it, but the stock tells you also what year. That's a good thing about it, because you said you got a 48. Mine's a 44.
Yep.
Unless it's been cannibalized, but no, there's also matching serial numbers. You should be.
I have a serial number website here. I found serial numbers and gave the dates. So. So yeah, I can't wait to go out. I need to make some more rounds for a buddy of mine so he can go shooting. So, I'm gonna make some more 22 250s. He has a Remington 700 with a 26-inch barrel, and we're trying to figure out exactly what it likes. And so far, it's liking a 40-grain projectile coming at it about 3,900 feet per second. So.
Yeah, I took my caht 31 out about a week ago shooting, and I shot like 20 rounds, and that's about what I do usually, typically. And I was like, yeah, it beats you up, man.
With the GP11 ammo?
Yeah, through it right now. I actually shot some Frontier Hornady ammo. I had a couple rounds. I shot those as well. And then if I'm gonna buy ammo, like boxed ammo, PPU. Yeah, it's pretty ammo, man.
Yeah, it's
great.
Beautiful.
I mean, I look at the ammo. I was like, wow, this is so pretty neat. The zinc coating on it.
Yeah, on the bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. As I said, I'm a reloader. I'm gonna try to convert some of these to boxer primers.
I collect all of it. Every time I shoot, I pick it up because it's a fucking shame, man. That shit is for Dan. You can. I've seen.
It's per dam and military crimp, so it's gonna be hard to getting that out. But
I've seen what's his name, Eric from Iraq veteran, whatever. He's done the ones where he's using water, to pop them out and resize them.
Yeah, and they actually have a little tool you can stick in there as well and yank them out, but that's like $50. But yeah, this ammo was made in '82, so
mine was the one I bought, but the last one batch I bought. But that round, man. I've never seen the brass of all the rifles I've shot. The brass is just so solid on it. It's a shame, man, if you don't reload it for some reason or the other, man. Just outside of tossing it to get maybe some scrap metal cost out of it.
Yeah, it's too nice for scrap metal. Yeah, so I found a thread on a reloading website, and it tells you how to convert these into boxer primers. So I'll probably grab the first 10 or 15. I'll start experimenting with them, and just can use a regular .308 projectile. So.
Was it Sierra Game King or whatever, the ones everybody's using for those?
What did you say?
Sierra Game King, or
I heard that's a really good one. Yeah.
That's the preferred round for people reloading on those. But even then, with your most most diehard reloaders, they cannot match GP11. They've tried and they can't match it.
Yeah, I've read that as well. But heck, it's still going to be more accurate than what I am. So, then I kind of like the shoulder. The shoulder on this is a lot steeper than on most firearm, most neck down rounds.
It'll make a mess out of you.
Yeah, I can't wait to go shoot it. I'd like to call in sick to work one day, but not this week.
Yeah, we just had 2 gorgeous days. Saturday and today were awesome here in South Texas.
Yes. See, I went back to my parents, and it hit. I bet you it got really close to 60 degrees. Heck, you can see I'm a little sunburnt. So, that was from yesterday. Just being outside. That's a pretty good crimp on these rounds too. So.
And I'm trying to get them into the magazine. I mean, you want to get stripper clips, but the magazines, if you try to get one, they're like minimum $100 for a fucking magazine for those.
I've seen some for cheaper.
It's hard because nobody wants to get rid of them because they're matched to the rifle.
Yeah.
Even the stripper clips, I was looking on eBay the other day. They were like freaking a pack of 5 for like $80 or something like that. It was cardboard stripper clips, and
yeah. Well, it's because they didn't survive because they were just cardboard.
Yeah, there's some material they used.
Here's one on eBay for $65 for a K31 mag. Let's see. Freedom Tree Collectors. Let's see if they have any mags. No, they don't. Now, do you have a muzzle cover up for yours?
No, I should. That's the one thing I like about mine is that I do have a little bit of there's just a little bit of marks on the edge of the outer edge of the muzzle of the crown, but not near the not near the center. And
I won't be able to see this, but that's
easy. It looks clean.
Yeah, there's some on the very area outside, like right here.
I got a little bit of that too, and I was talking to my Canadian buddies. They were telling me, nah, if it's not near the center, you're okay. I wouldn't ream it. I wouldn't have somebody ream it.
No, I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah. I was thinking about having somebody cut it again and just do once over on it. But he's like, no, if it's not near the center of the bore, then no, it's the edge, and it's not gonna really mess it up too much.
What I wanted is one of their bayonets, but it's $80.
That's minimum 80. They go over 100. And to get one serialized, to get the same bayonets with the same serial number, it's very hard.
Yeah. I just put a link into the internal.
I got a question on the K31. You guys are talking about how the magazines are difficult to get. I just had always assumed that they came with the matching magazine. Is that not the case?
No, there's some times where they cannibalize. They'll throw stocks, and they'll it's not as much as the Mosin's, Mosin Nagants, but there's some where they'll get a bolt here, a stock there, and they'll put them back together, and then the mag won't match.
Nope, my mag matches.
Yes, because without the mag, that is a non-function. It's a piece of furniture.
Well, no, what I'm saying is but they'll get one. For some reason, the other they're not matching. Like mine's all matching, like he's talking about. Serial numbers.
Oh no, I understand that.
But here's the
I'm
mag.
saying without that magazine, right? If somebody were to sell that rifle without the magazine, you basically have a piece of metal and steel furniture. You don't have a firearm.
But it's not to say some dumbass doesn't go and he inherits it, and it's like, oh well, I'll part it out, or some guy says I'll give you $50 or $10 for that magazine. It's like, yeah, there you go. It's not to say it can't be. That's why you see magazines for sale. Either somebody got a lot of them for whatever reason, maybe guns that were destroyed, that were beat up to where they could be repaired or they're cannibalized. I don't know exactly.
Check out that second link. They're selling them for $45. Magazines. Buy 3 for $40.
Well, the reason I ask is I guess unlike a pistol where you can buy lots of them, that style rifle, kind of like the Mosin, is incomplete without a magazine. It's just like selling a gun without a rifle, or excuse me, without a barrel.
I mean, you can still single feed them in. It's difficult because.
Yeah.
I mean.
Right, but would you accept a pistol without a magazine?
Would I do what?
Would you accept a pistol without a magazine?
I have before. But it's because I could get magazines out the ass for them. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, that last link you put out for us is actually out of stock. But.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, it's cool. But I mean, it is what it is. But I've seen them for sale. I've seen them on eBay. They usually they're round out about $100. While those stripper clips are only $16. That website, the other website you posted.
But still, I mean, I wouldn't want to use. It's one thing, and I'd like to sit there and use them, but then I don't know.
Yeah,
they're just cardboard and it's.
They work, dude. I've seen like you want to watch that. There's that guy Forgotten Weapons.
Mm-hmm.
See him do his where he's at a shooting match and he's in K31 and he's popping them bad boys in like he has them in his pockets and his cargo pants and he's popping bad boys out and reloading. They work. I haven't seen any issues with people usually using them. As long as you set them up, you lock them in right, just push your thumb down, and they lock in pretty easy.
Yeah.
These cardboard devices you're referring to, are they held together by a resin? Or
they have a little steel edge at the end, trimming at the end of them that form them or hold the form.
Okay.
Metal.
Because it would seem like even if you're not in Florida, that after 5 to 10 years of normal weather, that the humidity itself would degrade the cardboard.
All right. Here we go. These are or the magazines. It is impregnated with resin.
Okay. Because that would explain why they can survive the some humidity.
Yeah.
Maybe not Florida humidity or Louisiana humidity, but normal humidity.
There you go. It's a little bit better. But down here, that's where comes in contact with your rifle.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, before I jumped in, I overheard that one of you guys, I'm not sure who, had mentioned that they were made each per that exact rifle, that they are not really interchangeable without manipulation.
Serial numbers
yes.
are assigned to if you were to get one brand new off the assembly line or whatever, gunsmith line, each magazine matches all the serial numbers on that rifle.
Yeah. And a lot of them inside the butt plate will have the person who's issued to.
So the serial numbers are on the magazine, the bolt, and what else?
Magazine, bolt, end plate, the upper hand guard in the stock.
Firing pin.
It's on the firing pin?
Hold on, I gotta think about that. I just might not see it.
So magazine, bolt, upper hand guard, and what did you say, butt plate?
Butt plate, yeah. And well, the butt plate has the last 4 digits. Stock has the entire one. But check out that screen share.
Where is it on the stock?
On the very rear end of it.
Okay, just back by the butt plate?
Yeah.
No, it's hold on.
Mine's on the back of the butt plate as well.
Yeah, but it's also on the inside of the handguard right about here.
I can't see. It's all black. Is your camera on?
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Unless you've gone black on me.
No, I want to stop sharing.
Never go back.
Can you see me now?
Yep.
Okay. So, I'll lock it on myself.
Yeah.
All right, so upper handguard, right about here, you'll have an imprint on the inside of it that has the entire serial number, and same on the bottom, right about here.
Okay.
So.
Then the bolt and the mag and the butt plate.
Yes, and I'm gonna go ahead and rip this apart real quick. If I could.
I had a fun time putting that so much back together, man. I was like watching a video. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, it's.
It didn't come natural to me.
Yeah, here's your outer sleeve, and your actual bolt is in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that does not have any serial numbers on it. Of course, here's your firing pin.
Man, that looks like a weapon all by itself.
Yeah, you pull your spring, and that's it. So here's your cocking handle, and there's a spring that goes right here, and your firing pin just slides on right there and is held on by spring pressure.
And which part has the serial number on it?
This outer sleeve. This outer sleeve.
Okay, so the outer sleeve of the bolt. Oh, with the lugs.
Yes.
The lug assembly or whatever you would call that. But part with the lugs.
Yes. So you want to have me get it back together?
See if you can pitch it down on camera and lock the.
I just put it down.
I tried that, man, and I had a bitch of a time trying to get that. It took me like 4 or 5 times.
So, Ed, you going to do a screen capture here and get your
Nah, he made it look easy, man.
You know, I've as far as milsurp rifles, I don't have any, but one that I am interested in is the K31.
Better you jump because they're about to get expensive.
Yeah, because there's only 550,000 of them ever made. So yeah, I would, if you're looking for one, go to AIM and put it on a credit card.
I bought mine for $240 at the gun show, and I just got where Randall's got lucky deals. The guy like wanted to sell it, and he like he wanted a little more. I was like, "Come cut me a deal." He was like, "All right, $240." Walking out the door, got it.
Yeah,
And
that's good. This one cost me $309 before shipping.
but if you go look on Gun Broker or Guns America, these people want like $400, $450 for them.
AIM surplus, you could get a Beechwood for like $290, I think.
Okay, so they do come with different types of wood stocks.
Yeah, there is a walnut and then a beech. So there's full, complete assembly. And my hands are full of gun oil now.
That's when you feel at your best.
And I totally put it together jacked up. So I'll take it apart and put it back together again.
Is there any difference in the price between the beechwood versus the walnut?
About $100. Because the walnut usually means it's an earlier gun.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's a walnut, so 44.
I just assumed that walnut was more because it was stronger.
They ran out of availability, and as I understand, they were looking at beechwood. It's like the Japanese were also using a lot of beechwood too back in the day.
All right. Now it's on. Now it's together, right? And these even have a bolt hole open in them. Yep.
Just slap that bitch.
Well, it would, but the magazine is like a Yugo bolt hole open. So it comes in.
Oh, I gotcha. It's got last round.
Yep.
Yeah. At least especially with what, 5 rounds? It's
6.
all the more, with 6 rounds, it's all the more important to know that you're out of ammo.
Yep.
And at least it keeps it with the bolt open, unlike the AK with the magazines like the Yugo, where it has a last round bolt hold open, except the moment you pull the magazine out, the bolt closes. So you still have to cycle the bolt. Wow.
Sorry, I'm switching.
That's cool.
How'd you like? I think that's a 10-round mag.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And anytime you can double your capacity, it's got to be a good thing.
But of course, that post was from 2008, so.
Oh. It means they're out there.
Yeah. Just expensive as hell.
Yeah, I mean, it may not be currently available, but somewhere they're out there.
Let's see. All right. That is your walnut stock. And then that's your beech, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
This is your beech, sorry. Kind of blondish.
Wow, that's really different.
Yeah, the walnut, you'll typically see a lot of long lines running through it.
Yeah. So your walnut's $329, so really not that much more. An extra $30 for a walnut stock.
So who's currently selling ammo for it?
I got mine from JG Sales. They're out. No, sorry, not JG.
Yeah, but they're selling if they're a distributor. I'm wondering who's actually making it.
Is
it all Milsurp?
No, there's PPU is making it.
Okay.
You can find Hornady makes it, PPU, Norman or whatever that one makes as well. But the cheapest you're gonna find if you're gonna like buy like not Milsurp ammo is PPU.
Yeah.
Prairie Partisan.
Yeah, right here, 74 grain. But Swiss never made corrosive ammo, so I would go this GP11. It's match grade. Every round is match grade, and the barrel and the guns don't leave the the plant unless they're 1 to 1.5 MOA. So, and they come in a plastic box.
And they're all wrapped in packaging to preserve the ammo.
Yep. That's sealed packaging right there.
I still got 2 of those.
Yeah, and then here's your box of 10, and it comes in 10. I still don't know why they have box of 10 when their stripper clips hold 6. But
That's like the hot dog in the bun thing.
that is true.
See, that's it. That picture you took of the ammo, it's 1979. That's the ammo I got when I bought mine last time.
Yep.
79.
Yep, and what is that, 6? That's June 20th, 79.
Mhm.
So, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but it's cool as you pull ammo out of the package, man. It looks like it was made yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, this was made, I'm putting it up in front of this computer, and I'm sharing. So, this stuff was made in 82, and it looks like it came out yesterday. And what's cool is it has that nickel steel jacket. It's a bimetal jacket, but instead of being copper jacket, they use nickel.
Yeah.
So
You would think even back then that a copper would have been cheaper than nickel, but every once in a while, especially when prices are low, especially during just before a war or just after a war, sometimes prices get reversed.
well, I mean, they didn't have to worry about money. They had all the Swiss bank accounts they could tap into. Okay, that was supposed to be a funny that no one got.
Well, that also could depend on what natural resources they had available to make their ammo.
It's very
Well,
true.
that's exactly what I mean too. I mean, if all you have is nickel and you can't get copper, then nickel's the word.
Right, I'm talking about it's mined in Switzerland,
Yes, that's what I mean by the effect of a war. The effect of the war sometimes isn't the killing; it's you don't have access to the mines that get the preferred material. You only have
All
access
the copper the United States was mining and manufacturing was going into the war effort.
right, and the Swiss couldn't get it.
I will tell you that owning a Mosin now, or my son owning one that I might, I have it locked up for him. I've got a little more respect for that particular rifle, but comparing the two, man, the caht is just much more a refined weapon. Rifle. It's the accuracy alone speaks volumes, and I know a lot of people got romanced in by some certain folks into getting a Mosin, and why not when they're on the cheap? But when you start spending over $200 for Mosin, then you might as well just save the extra money up and get a caht. I'd buy a caht over any vintage rifle.
Yeah. I look back and I picked up my M44 from AIM for I think $240 about a year or so back. Well, this isn't going to be gonna shoot a lot, but I am going to shoot it.
So how long you had it?
I picked it up from the FFL on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then I visited my parents this weekend, so I haven't taken it to the range.
What I want to get me a really early birthday present, it's a K31 with 500 or 480 rounds of ammo.
What I love about that rifle, is that one of these days, it's gonna be my son's rifle, and he's gonna as my dad, he bought it back in 2012.
Yeah. And what's cool about these is almost all of them are beat up right here because they used to use the ends of their butt stocks to knock the snow and stuff off their boots, off their spike boots and stuff. So a lot of them are beat up here.
Not only that,
and some right here kind of looks like a little donkey dick. But all this is made for is to have 3 rifles hold on to each other and to put into a teepee type thing so their muzzles wouldn't hit.
I always thought that was just a cleaning rod.
No, it's not a cleaning rod.
No, that's just for locking them up, like you said, like in a form, so they all kind of hit and they all kind of link together. But they would lock. Also, what he's talking about, is the stalks would also freeze in the snow because they're in the Swiss, and the Alps and whatnot, and the stalks would all be locked up in the snow. So when they try to go and cut them loose, they were frozen in the ground, and they had to like kick them with their boots to get them to free them up.
So Fuss, did you pay a hand sorting fee or anything to get yours handpicked, or?
No, I got this from Classic Firearms. It was $309 from there. And the reason I went there is because the FFL I deal with, I deal with like 3 FFLs, and I kind of go jump between them whenever I get firearms. And it was this one guy's turn, and his his FFL information was with Classic Firearms, and the one I just got my receivers from, his was from AIM Surplus, so I paid the extra money to go to him. So.
I do have to fuss about your beard. On the right side of your beard, do you have like that little notch cut knot for a reason?
This right here?
No, I don't see what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's kind of like natural. I can't grow up here hardly at all. And if I let my hair and everything grow out, this will actually connect. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, don't feel bad. I can't grow a beard at all, so I mean.
Well, this is probably, I think the last time I trimmed this beard was probably, I'd say a month and a half ago. So, yeah, I can't grow much.
I can't anger with that. It's all spotty on me because I got too much Indian blood in me.
Oh, that's your excuse.
I got too much fat on my face to make a very consistent beard, but I can grow an awesome goatee.
The hair doesn't get through all the fat. Is that what you're saying?
It gets stretched out, so it's not as close together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem too.
You could have at least lied and said it was like tactical. Yeah, that's why you're doing it.
I could. No, it defines my face a little bit better, so I don't look as fat.
Not working.
Yeah, that's what's cool about those guys that are like really big. They got like 10 chins, but they have a beard to cover it up.
Yep, pretty much.
That's why I just jealous the me.
No, you got 10 chins, buddy.
Oh, my goatee covers it up.
Yeah, but your shaved head doesn't help.
I was gonna say you got that pack of hot dogs on the back of your neck.
Actually, I don't, and you've seen the back of my neck if you watch any of my videos. If you know the back. Hot dogs right there.
Then ball parts on the back of your neck.
Oh shit!
You know, I never thought about that. You know, because people always talk about chin rolls, but they never talk about the back of the neck rolls.
Oh yeah. That's when you know you're fat.
Or got some kids poking him at the park with some sticks. Hey, buddy, don't move. We're roasting here.
Hey, I don't have those edge. Maybe you do, but I don't.
The Nile was just in the little river of Egypt, my friend.
Oh man.
All right, so we've talked about K31s. We got in the ballpark hot dogs.
We were talking about Mosins earlier, stocks.
Yeah, I will say this. I shave my head to beat nature to it.
Yeah, dude, I know a guy that I work with, man. I feel bad for him because you see like a picture when he met his wife, and he has a full head of hair, and then you see him now, and it's like, damn, man, just scraping along now. I'm like, god damn.
I had gray hair in my 20s.
A guy I went to high school with, he was bald his senior year. Natural bald.
Now I knew a dude like that too, but the guy I knew had a full-grown beard. He had like a fucking lumberjack beard growing like when he was 17, and then they used to call him bald bitch. He get all pissed off and sensitive about it. I think it was William, but I was like, dude, I mean, when you have a lumberjack beard and you're 17, something has to give, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew a guy. It wasn't when he was a senior. It was like his second year out from high school. All he had left was like the Caesar's crown kind of hair, so he just shaved it off, which made sense because I mean, when you're 20 years old, to have literally a chrome dome and nothing but hair on the sides and a little bit in the back, and it's not like he was sick or anything. That's just the way he was. But you get used to people looking a certain way, and then you never even give it a second thought.
Oh God, I gotta show you a picture.
But of course, women would always think that, oh, he was like 35 instead of 20.
I cringe when I see women like they're going bald like in their mid-30s too. There you go, that thin lining hair, and like and you're trying to be nice about it, like you don't notice it.
I want to see this picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna go share it. Hold on.
All right, it's screen share time.
Yeah.
You're gonna show us that you didn't have to wear a helmet.
It better be worth all this setup.
It's kind of cool. He forgot his shooting table, so he's using his M44.
Why is it red?
He just stained it.
It's a Mosin. That's a typical color of Mosin.
It's M44. He just stained red.
It's not the typical
that's really
color
red.
of Mosin.
Yeah, that's,
it's a lot more red than it should be, but yeah.
it's like Russian red you'd find on an AK.
Right, except it's a Mosin, not an AK.
Yeah.
Right.
I've shot a Type 44.
Just a little bit lighter than that before I stripped it, and then I did it more like the
I shot a Mosin Type 44.
SKS.
I got a range, like he saw my K31. He's like, hey, can I shoot that? And then I was like, sure. And I didn't put in like
dollar shot.
No, I didn't put any like like oh, you got to do this, tit for tat. And he's like, do you want to shoot mine? I really didn't want to shoot his, but he had a Type 44. I was like, sure, and I shot his, and I was like, okay, it's my first time shooting a Mosin, and I was like, or Mosin Type 44, and I was like, that's pretty cool. It didn't buck me too hard, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Mosin's quick less than a shotgun.
Yeah, my M44, I'll shoot that thing all day, and it doesn't bother me.
I got to get a condom for my shotgun. It hurts.
Really? For your shotgun? Come on.
I'll go to the range and I'll put 50 to 100 wax slugs through mine just to have some fun.
No, what I got to tell you, it's not an excuse, it's a reason. Because I've had back in '97, I had shoulder surgery, and I'm left-handed, and I had surgery on my left shoulder. Now, it's hard to tell. Is it hurt just because I'm a wimp? Well, maybe. Or is it hurt because of the surgery? Because I don't have full use of my left arm.
You were born with the devil's hand.
I had the rotator cuff in my right shoulder.
So
falling on ice, and when you got near 300 pounds falling on ice, landing on your shoulder, it doesn't do much good.
I mean, I've had two shotguns in my life. I had one about back in the '80s, and then I got one that I purchased this past fall. It's just a Mosin 500, nothing special. But
Osborne 500.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get a butt pad for it, and if it doesn't make it tolerable, I'm gonna sell it.
Well, I'll tell you the Mossberg 500s with the basic, like when you get that like polymer stock with it,
right?
And you get that shitty little stock, that little rubber butt pad at the end or shoulder pad is just a little bit harder or softer than the actual polymer on there. That thing had to go, man. When I got that 500 from my buddy, it sucked. It was like even shooting fucking like.
You guys are wimps.
Even shooting like birdshot was like after like 5 or 6 rounds and repetition, it's like, god damn, this hurts. Like, well, damn, I have video on it, and no, it sucked. That's when I actually bought that Black Hawk or the Nox stock, recoil reducing stock for it.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely made an impact. But if I was gonna buy another stock now, I'd probably jump into the Magpul stock for it now, but back then, that Nox stock was like the best thing that everybody's talking about. So it got a lot of shitty reviews from people on the cheek weld and shit. But that's what I have on my 500.
What does so Magpul makes a stock for the 500?
I was gonna say this, Dano. If you just want to get something that's gonna cushion it, why don't you just get one of those you put on like over your shirt but underneath your jacket type of pads?
I've not seen those kind before.
No, dude. The Mossberg 500A, mine's a Persuader. 7+1.
Yeah, that's what I got. The 7+1.
That son of a bitch, dude. That I still had a stock sitting like right next to me. It's in arm's reach. That fucking stock with that shitty rubber pad would just knocks the fuck out of you. I was a big boy back then, dude. I was pushing at least about 260, 275, and that son of a bitch, man. It was like, God damn, dude. I have a video on him. He's shooting or no, I think yeah, he was just kicking my ass, man. It hurt.
Magpul makes stocks for the 870, not for the 500.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the other thing I was looking for was like I call it a condom, but it's the slip over pad.
Yeah.
On the brace. Not the brace. You're talking about the limb savers.
Yes, but I don't know if they make one for the 500 or not.
They make one in general. You can put on just any stock. It's going to give you a little bit of a cushion, but your accuracy is going to maybe go down because just proper slipping on over that stock.
Dan, I just did a quick search, and that's what I was looking for. So they make different ones. That's just one idea.
Sitting in my safe, it has no accuracy. So that's why I'd rather go with the slip over because I've used one before. Back in the 80s, I actually had a Mossberg back then, except it was a semi-auto shotgun. And don't ask me why I sold it, but that's another story I don't want to get into and just gets me irritated. But anyway, with the slide-on pad, it was fine, and I enjoyed it a lot. I wish I still had it, but this 500 pump shotgun is just brutal, and I'd rather take the money out of that and put it into a gun I can shoot or buy more ammo than have it just sit there and say, "Oh yeah, I got a shotgun," but I never shoot it because it hurts.
Well, the virtue of that shotgun you can still do is the virtues of it is you can still hip it. Because like, dude, I remember I was shooting it and I have a video of it like when we were my family at the range like many years ago at a family gathering where it's only like the men of the family go to shoot. And I'm there and I was like, fuck this shit. I took it off my shoulder and started shooting off the hip. And for the home defense, that's plenty good, man. Shooting off the hip and center mass, you can do that just well. You want to put a laser on it, whatever, you can do that. But you can get away with that. But what I ended up doing, because I really wanted to get that shotgun, the tactical it at the time, is I got that Knox, Black Hawk Knox stock on it, and it did work for me. I have no complaints about that stock. I've shot it, and I like it because it definitely, I can shoot slugs, everything.
Was that Knox a screw-on pad or a sleeve?
It's a screw-on. It's a complete stock.
Oh, okay. Because I've seen the screw-on.
It's a rip stock.
And since it's just a polymer stock, I'd rather get a sleeve.
Dan, I put. Well, the last two links I just give you, or not the last two, but the first two I put in there are two ideas of ones that you wear.
Yeah, in fact, I just bookmarked the one from Caldwell.
Yeah, that one you might like, and then I put one in there for Edge too.
Yeah,
I don't. Well, that's if you're gonna go hunting all day, like when you go on those hunting trips, and you're gonna just be shooting double over unders or double barrel shotguns. That's what that kind of stuff's for. So you don't come home. I've known a friend of mine actually a relative of mine that he went on a trip to Mexico. They were like fucking shooting like all day, and he said the next day he was bludgeoned, man, just beat up, shoulder like all.
The Edge, the nice thing about this is that it doesn't matter what gun you have, what rifle you have or shotgun. You don't have to worry about fitting it. It fits to your body instead. So you could, if you have 3 guns, you only need 1 pad instead of 3 or 2.
Go to the range being a pussy. You want to fucking own up to it. Who doesn't fit the Chiefs?
Well, Chris just uses a towel.
Well, yeah, but that Chris is Chris. What more can I say?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's unique, but he's cool. He's kind of cool to talk to.
Well, he's cool to talk to. I just make fun of him because he can be a little bit of a baby sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a link in the chat. This is not exactly what I want to buy, but this is the concept of what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I know the slip-on type that like Caht uses a slip-on.
Yeah. and it just matters, if I can do something for $10, oh, there you go. The women's recoil shield.
Yep.
Those help. Unfortunately, they just add a little bit of instability to the shoulder, but they help.
And we're done with the woman's. Edge has experience with the woman's recoil pad that fits underneath the bra strap.
Hey, does anyone have a Zombie Master Ed 25 blocked?
Yep.
Okay.
Remember what I said in the beginning of the chat?
Well, Quark
Yeah.
Edge and Ed have in common are the first two letters.
Yeah, but Quark has perkier titties. His titties pop out nice and.
But
Well, Zombie Master, that's why you can't get in. Sorry.
But that Butler Creek recoil pad, I mean, I don't know what size. I mean, it just says medium. That doesn't really tell me anything.
Yeah, I've had experience with that type of recoil pads. I don't like them.
My dad had one of those on a double barrel, on an old double barrel that the triggers, it was a dual trigger on it, and if you pulled the first trigger, about half the time, they'll let both of them loose, and he always had that on his, and whenever I got it, I cut the damn thing off.
Well, yeah, they should just slip right off. It's not like permanent on there.
Well, it was so old that plastic was no longer elastic. So
you do get what you pay for. I mean, if it's not soft and supple, brand new, it's junk.
Well, and it was probably back in the 80s when he bought it. The recoil pad was still nice and soft, whereas the air pockets were. But up front, where it actually went around the stock, all that was hard. So.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean they do work, definitely. I would just rather own the bruise.
Well, I'll speak for myself. I don't worry about it. One time I've ever had anything like that was onto the Mosin to give me a little bit extra reach. Because it's just, I'm 6'4", and that's designed for somebody like 5'6". 5'7".
No, it's just designed for someone to have a whole bunch of padding in front of their shoulder.
Okay, Fuss, do you have a steel pin holding your shoulder together?
No.
Okay. Then don't own the bruise.
Okay.
I mean, I was young too one time, and I had that as an option. I no longer have that as an option.
Oh, I've come, the next day from being at the range for too long shooting, the big bore rifles and shotgun, where I'm like, yeah, I'd be sore for a few days, and it's true, sore, but.
Daniel's like a Jedi. He has like all his parts rebuilt now. The mechanic parts.
Like RoboCop minus the cop. I'm just Robo.
Yeah. I don't really bruise though. I just get really sore. I'll get like a little bit of like a red blotchiness, but not really a bruise.
Dan, I thought you were more like Darth Vader.
You should see Daniel's other channel where it's like all porn stuff.
Oh, yeah, and midgets.
Daniel's been rebuilt.
Watch it rise from the dead.
Ew.
Oh gosh, I just got that as soon as course the food.
Irish are not only known for potatoes.
That's disturbing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who's just had to go throw up?
Someone in the chat said, tie some tampons to the buttstock. Don't be ashamed. Take pictures, too.
No.
Wouldn't it be better with maxi pads?
I don't know. I've never bought any. I've never had any use for them, Cork.
Well, me either. I'm still...
Or just stocks up on
I'm like, I don't want to buy those for my med kit bag.
Yeah, you can stick them up your nose whenever you get a nosebleed.
Well, the one thing that the only reason I would not consider buying them is because they don't sell them individually that I know of.
What, tampons?
I mean, I don't want 10 of them.
What happens if you're filled with 10 bullet holes, though?
I mean, and the other thing is maybe I want mine with wings.
Isn't that maxi pads, not tampons?
Yeah, that's maxi pads.
Yeah, I'm just messing.
I know.
And I think you're projecting personally.
But still, for a laceration, that is what you want. I mean, because it is a sterile bandage. So
Yeah.
if you have a good laceration, yeah, you're going to want something long to wrap around it, and then something to put pressure on it. Whether that's an ace bandage or a pressure, if you don't have like an Israeli pressure bandage where it's an all-in-one sort of system.
Yep.
I mean, an Israeli dressing bandage obviously is preferred because the pad and the pressure is all one thing.
That's something in my cart at Amazon too. I got to get some more stuff for.
Yeah, and those Israeli pressure dressings are not like real expensive. They're less than $10.
Yeah, I know. It's just they're in there, and it's like I got to get them one of these
Israeli
days.
bandage.
I got to get that. I got to get a tourniquet, and
I'm just gonna bleed out. Screw it.
you're just gonna bleed out.
Yeah. So, do you want the 4-inch or the 6-inch bandage?
That deals with width.
What? You robot a little bit.
Oh, width. Top to bottom.
Right. But I'm asking you which one you need.
I'd probably go with for my bag. I don't think you're gonna have much more of a wound more than 4 inches. For what we're dealing with, a lot of those Israeli are designed for shrapnel wound stuff like that. But we're most likely talking about
A
single
medic,
gunshot wound.
a medic would carry both because he doesn't
Right.
know what he's going to run into, and he has to be prepared for anything. And war injuries versus range injuries, obviously there can be similarities, but there's also a lot of differences.
Yes.
Unless you get shot with a shotgun, and then that spike could be really big.
And then 6 inches is not going to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It all depends on how close your bays are.
Actually, I have the 6-inch in my cart, just because that was the one that they had in stock at the time.
I mean, if you don't mind the little bit of price difference, I mean, you've got nothing to lose but by going to the larger one.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, and
space too. Space is always an advantage. Having a smaller one, you get a little more space for other stuff.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, when I put it in my save for later section, it was the only one in stock. They didn't have the 4-inch in stock, so.
It depends on the philosophy you're doing. If you're doing the medic concept, well, then you want one of each.
Yep. And I'm doing the.
And if you're doing for more than one person, then you want a couple of each or several of each.
Yep. But that's basically what you need is that Israeli bandage, maybe some Z-Pack dressing, and a tourniquet. Maybe that's what G-Ups told me. If you don't know what Z-Pack dressing is, it's just gauze, but it's you pull it out of the package, and instead of it being in a roll, it comes out in a Z shape.
It's so, yeah, and to just add a little bit to what Quirk said, when you hold it up, it doesn't roll straight down to the ground into the dirt.
Yeah.
It kind of has a back and forth design for it. So let's say a 6-foot roll might only unroll 3 feet. And then you only use as much as you need.
No, it's kind of like toilet paper if you take and fold it along the perforations.
Well, yeah. If you creased it
That's
back, folded it every other way.
Yep, that's what Z-Pack dressing is. So that that's a nice thing. It takes up a lot less room than a roll of gauze.
I would almost think the other way around.
Well, it's just that joint that holds the two sleeves together. There's a little bit of thread in there to give it resistance, so it doesn't want to open all the way up.
The problem with gauze, it's in a circle. So it's going to be wide. It's kind of like a roll of duct tape. You take a roll of duct tape, or you take, that's got, say, 3 feet of duct tape on it, or do you take the, you take the stuff you have 3 feet, fold it over on itself so you can use it.
I'm just thinking about every time I did anything with my motorcycle that I was limited on space. If I put them in there flat, and I put clothes in there flat, it always took up more space than if I took the same amount of clothes and rolled them up. That's the only thing I could compare it to. So I don't know.
I'm trying to find a picture I can screen share here because the picture's worth 1,000 words.
Yeah, it's.
My computer is slow. I mean, I'm finding pictures of it in the package rather than unfolded. I know what Quirk is trying to explain, it's just I can't find a good picture of it.
Yeah, it just takes up less room.
Did you find a Quirk, or are you looking for it?
No, I'm not looking for it. I've got a couple cats in my lap, so keyboard access is limited.
Oh, well, far be it for me to try to support your case.
That's okay. I know what I'm talking about. If people can't quite understand it, I'm sorry.
I understand it.
I don't know. I question whether you really understand it, damn it. And I want you to freaking understand it, damn it.
When you do roll clothes up, I mean, it seems like you get more in there, and it might be because you're removing air.
Maybe it was in a video that I saw it. I'm going to find this damn thing.
But you also lose space when you roll stuff up. Because let's take a look at a soda can, package of soda. You've always got that little bit of space in between the bottles or cans. That's what happens when you roll stuff up as well. You always get that little bit of space you can't use. And when you're talking about a med kit, you want that thing full of stuff, not with a whole lot of airspace in between. That's another reason why Z-Pack is nice.
Okay.
Oh crap, wasn't Miss USA on tonight? Or Miss World or whatever universe?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, you like Miss Universe, so
you got me searching for it too. Darn it.
I'll try and use my Google View, see if I can get that going.
This kind of.
It gives you an idea.
Yeah, kind of like that. Imagine that if where each sheet connects, it's a hinge, and the hinge gives it resistance to opening, so therefore it won't open to its full length. It'll only partially open. Now, if you yank on it, it will open all the way. It's to keep you, again, from when you pull 2 feet out, you actually may have more than 2 feet worth of material, so it's not getting soiled.
Cool.
Anyway. The other thing that I've seen and used and have is these Rayleigh pressure dressing, which I like a lot and have bought several of them.
You can always send some my way, especially if they're getting near the end of their shelf life.
Why?
so I can play around with one.
Well,
Do you
they're
need
like
to be cut?
Well, it's always good to practice stuff before you have to use it.
You know,
So if you have an expired one, then you get something to practice with.
I'm kind of sure that you may be talking to 3 people that wouldn't mind cutting you for practice.
I cut myself all the time. A knife isn't yours until you cut yourself with it.
I guess my cold steel isn't mine yet.
Actually, I don't. Just a buck 110s would always freaking cut me. Every single buck 110 I've owned has cut me.
Yeah, I have a.
And then the stupid little K-bar dozier gives me a little hairline, or not hair, like paper cuts on the back of my fingers every time I release the blade with the lockback. It's got a lockback and it's got it acts like a guillotine action. It just swings down and just hits the back of the fingers with just enough force to give you a paper cut.
okay.
It is so annoying.
Okay, you done?
No.
Good. There's a video I put in the side chat that actually it's 3 minutes long, but it's the shortest, but also I think the best explanation of how an Israeli pressure dressing works. Because it is an all-in-one device. It's not just the pad; it's also a pressure dressing, and it has the clip and everything all in one. And like I said, I want to say they're like $6.99.
Yeah, just skip to the minute part. Okay. I'm watching. Okay, maybe the minute and a half part. Still talking. Okay, yeah, that one's rolled.
Well, the Israelis ones are rolled, but there's, yeah, it's for the 4 inches, like 805.
What's that? What is that one thing for? It looks like plastic around the end of it.
Yes, that's what's going to hold it at the tail end of it tight, because it is a pressure dressing. So you have to wrap it tight around the wound, and that clip is what's going to hold the tail in place, so you're not dragging around a tail that can just not only loosen the pressure, but also have it come undone.
Okay.
Just like on a tourniquet, you have to have something to hold the wing apparatus in a tight position, otherwise it'll unwind itself. Well, the same thing is true on the Israeli battle dressing.
Oh, okay.
That's why I showed you that. A video is better than me trying to explain it.
Yes, it is. I like that.
If you watch him, how he pulls it through and then doubles back and then holds it together.
And if you make little videos showing how you imagine that would work with Dano, it will get you extra points on the website.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying quart instead of Dano.
Oh no, Dano's way twisted. Have you ever seen what he rides? Oh, it's some like glitzy gold wing. You know,
Hey,
why don't I just drive a convertible? It's probably.
Oh, you're talking about cars. I thought you were talking about women. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I mean his women they drive. Well, I can't afford them personally. I mean, you know.
Well, not anymore, Bob. You just got rid of the last model.
They've done studies. Whores are cheaper than
even worse. Yeah.
They've done studies. Whores are cheaper than wives.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. Because my wife cost me a fortune, but you know. Hey, what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna go live out in the country and shoot guns all the time. Oh, pity me, pity me.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get out into the country soon.
Yeah, well, my sister said I can have a couple of acres on her horse ranch, and they got half a section of land, so.
Which is how many acres?
That's 160 and 160, 320.
Okay.
I have a feeling there's a brother-in-law you got to deal with.
Oh no, he's great. I like him. Me and him get along great. Plus, he's got
They're both drunkards.
Sorry?
So they said they're both drunkards.
No, he doesn't drink. He's got a heart condition. He can't drink or anything like that. So that's one of the things that I'm gonna help him out is they close down their horse ranch. They used to breed champion cutting horses. Do they cut cows out of herds and stuff like that on rodeo stuff. Oh, they were just like fucking horses were amazing.
Yeah, and I never got into the horse lifestyle. I have cousins and
It's tough, and I mean I grew up with them. That's why I never wanted to have anything to do with them because I grew up on a cattle ranch. So by the time I was 16, I was trying to convince my dad I could use my Honda to go and herd, cattle and horses and stuff, and he was like, no. Made me ride a fucking horse. Yeah, but it was awful. My dad was real old-fashioned. Like, we used to go out and get wood in the winter with a horse. A couple of horses on a deadbolt.
Yeah.
Not deadbolt. Fuck, man. Getting old and getting senile sucks.
My cousin's got an off the track quarter horse.
What's it? Off the track quarter horse? How much is it worth? About $1,200.
I don't know. I didn't ask the price, but
Okay.
she loves horses, so.
Yeah.
Is that how much is worth in meat?
Yeah, about
In meat, it's worth about $200.
No, honest to God, it's about $1,200 in meat. But if it doesn't have any kind of bloodline and stuff, I mean, yeah, people will sell them for meat. Because in France, they still eat horse meat and stuff like that. I've eaten it. It's good, tasty meat, but I don't see a point in eating horses if you got cows and buffalo. Because they taste better.
Cows taste so much better.
Oh, elk taste way better than cows, buffalo, anything else you've ever fucking eaten.
Well, the buffalo is too lean. It has to. You gotta add a little bit of 80-20 to it.
You gotta eat elk, man. Elk is just amazing.
Never had elk.
Kill it in.
I've never had elk either.
Yeah.
I've had venison before. I like venison.
Oh, really? Because I hate deer meat. I hate venison. It's so lean. It's so... Yuck.
Well, when I shoot a deer, most of it ends up in jerky, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. Yeah. That is really good. Deer jerky is awesome.
But
I've only had deer jerky and deer sausage, and the reason why is because if you don't put all that spices in it, you're right, it's not going to taste very good.
Right. Yeah. I always put spices in it, and I keep the tenderloins to cube up and deep fry, but everything else, since I'm single, it just all goes into jerky. I mean, I would love to make stews and stuff, but then I got to eat the entire stew, and because you can't putting it in the fridge and heating it up the next day, it's not the best. So.
You know what you want to do with it? Turn it into chili. If you cube the meat and make chili with it, it is amazing. And that's the way that you originally made chili, right? You didn't use ground beef. You used cubed meat.
Yeah, but
I've done that, and it's amazing.
Next time I make some jerky, I'll pull by a pound off, and I'll make some chili from it. That's a good idea.
That's all I have for chili is when I make chili, it's cube steak.
Yeah.
It's
that's the way it's supposed to be made. You're not actually supposed to use ground beef.
Yeah, but I don't use ground beef. The only ground meat in there is chorizo.
Is what?
It's a sausage. It's a Mexican sausage.
I thought it was a Mexican made.
Yeah, I'm like, who's Teresa, the girl down the block?
No, chorizo.
Chorizo?
Girl, it used to be down the block.
Chorizo.
Now she's in the pot.
I usually make
it's a Mexican sausage that you just take out of the casing and chop up.
So you're not actually putting your Mexican made in your chili, right?
I am not DB. I do not have a Mexican made.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wondered, because sometimes you talk as if you're like one of the big guys,
I own a $280 gun for heaven's sakes.
There's nothing wrong with those guns.
But Quark, you're in where? Somewhere around Boston. That's the East Coast. Fuck, that would be a long detour. But, you know, if I'm going to go down there for the winter.
I'm actually not in Boston. But you can go to Boston.
Well, you're somewhere around that East Coast. I have relatives in Boston.
No, Quark really is in Boston. Now keep going with that line of thinking.
I thought he was East Coast. That's why he sounded so funny. You're really not East Coast? You just sound that funny for normal?
So, Bob, what are you on tonight?
What? Oh, I don't know. A whole bunch of tramadol and a whole bunch of beers. Yeah. Not a good night for me. It's like, what day is it?
It's the second.
Here's the best part of this. See this picture? Right? You can't really see it on the picture. Well, maybe a little bit. There's pigeon
Is that
poop.
on that gear shift?
Yeah, there's pigeon poop all over this Cobra. And this is like a for real, like, no, it's a Carol Shelby signed the dash, let's put it that way. It's as close to a for real Cobra as there was at that time. But, yeah, and it's sitting there, and it's got, the guy who built it got the company that made the original seats to remake him seats to those specs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of bling.
In a fucking garage getting pooped on by pigeons.
Yeah. Hey, Bob, don't feel bad. You don't know what day it is. I thought today was Monday.
I thought yesterday was Sunday all dang day.
I did too. I thought yesterday was Sunday, and I'm like, damn, what's going on? The Simpsons isn't on.
The Simpsons? You still watch The Simpsons?
Yes, I still watch The Simpsons.
Why don't you just watch it on Netflix, man?
It's not on Netflix.
Well,
yes, it is.
It's
The
on
Simpsons
Hulu.
isn't on Netflix here in the States.
Really? No, it is in Canada.
It is on
It
Hulu.
sucks for you guys in all kinds of ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Well, that's true. All you have to say is, how many rounds do you have in your rifle, Bob? And that pretty much makes me shut up.
Yeah, it wasn't until I realized that The Simpsons wasn't on Saturday I got chatting to do with the
So Bob, this magazine's illegal for you.
Which is it? Oh yeah.
K31.
Oh.
6 rounds.
Oh, you know
Got
what?
to pin it.
It might be legal because I know that if you've got a grand, you're okay with 8 rounds.
But that's an internal magazine. It's not a removable magazine.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but
This
well,
is removable.
I don't know. They got some weird fucking stupid shit with our gun laws. Like we can have a AR pistol magazine that holds 10 rounds and shoot it in our rifles.
Then you can have the Beowulf magazine that holds 5 rounds.
16, yeah.
Hey, hold on. Is there a redesign clause up there? Because it could make it illegal.
Oh, I don't know. Right now we got the big thing right now is we're trying to get this rescinded, as well as the thing on the barrel length and the calibers. Right, like a 32 auto is illegal here.
Hey, you know something, Bob? It sounds like you need a group called Canadian Repeal Gun Laws.
We actually have that. It's called the NRA, and we also have the where'd my hat go? National Firearms Legions.
Wouldn't it be the CNRA or the NRAC or?
No, it's a national.
CNA.
Yeah.
It's CNA.
It's just we're trying to, and what they're trying to do is just like first steps, right? Baby steps, because of those crazy people we had in government for a while.
CYA.
Yeah, we're going to first off get the magazine limitations lifted, get the restrictions on AR-15s. We can't own AR-15s unless we have a restricted permit, the same we have to have a pistol. Because apparently an AR-15 is as dangerous as a pistol. Which I kind of agree with, because they are just gopher guns. But anyway. Oh yeah, the magazine restrictions are just ridiculous, right? Oh, we'll keep criminals from having 20-round magazines. No, you won't. You're just gonna take a drill and go. Now I got a 20-round magazine, right?
Go down to the States and buy them.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing is, most of the crimes with guns in Canada are committed with guns that were brought across the border illegally because, I mean, we have an open border. You can't stop that, you know?
Oh, where is that?
We have two open borders.
Yeah, you got that one town that's literally split in two, and the library is basically split in two.
Yeah, who's thought someone was walking over and handing somebody else a gun? I mean,
yep.
It's
exactly. They're actually in the process. I was watching How Our States Got Their Shapes.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Oh yeah, it's really interesting that there are Canadian and American towns that are actually split in half. I mean, where I lived, when I was a kid,
they're putting in these little. This is a weird thing. In these little streets,
yeah,
they're just they're technically no lanes. There's no dividing lines. They're putting a freaking gate so people can't go drive down them. You can't even.
That's stupid.
You can't even go if you get your next door neighbor's mail by mistake. You can't even just go walk over their house because they're in Canada and you're in the United States.
I'll be right back.
You got to go take a 30-mile trip to go through the border and then go through the official border. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, that's governments for you.
No, that's just the United States government and 9/11 at work for you. They put all this crap up. How would you like to live right next to your mother or father, and you can't even cross the border to go have dinner with them because they're just literally 10 feet away. Or I should say 10 yards away, but the border runs right down the middle of that. Can't walk over there. It is so asinine.
Yep. Isn't there one that goes through the middle of a church? And
no, it goes through the middle of a library that's shared by both.
Yeah, that's where it was. Yeah, library. And
that's the only place you can basically go back and forth freely.
Yeah. Didn't they have like two exits as well?
Yeah, they have a Canadian entrance and exit, and they got an American entrance and exit. Yeah. It is so stupid. I mean, it's cool that they could be built right on the border, and for so long it was just like, hey Bob, hey John, that kind of thing, and that's
yeah. Now, what would be funny is if their hospital is in one country and you're a resident of the other. Yeah. You're a full-fledged Canadian, but the hospital in town is in the U.S. You come down, so you go to it, pop out your kid, then U.S. citizen.
Yeah, just so much. Yeah, that the sad part about it is that you have to go through the official border crossing, which is 30 miles away.
That's asinine.
Yeah. My wife's having a kid. She was just brought to the American hospital. I'll be there in an hour once I cross the border, honey.
I don't know. Places like that, it should have like a dual citizenship and just say screw it.
If you have a dual citizenship, you still have to go through the official border. And in the United States, or no, maybe it's another country, I can't remember. Because I know I was in high school with a girl that had dual citizenship. When she turned 18, she actually had to decide which country she wanted to be a resident. Because I think maybe it was West. She was born in Germany. I think it was the case. And Germany made you declare citizenship. Otherwise, if you didn't declare German citizenship, you had to deny it.
Yeah, there's some countries that will allow you to have dual citizenship.
I know the States is one.
Israel.
The United States is one that does. I know at the time, Germany, you could only be a German citizen. You couldn't be a German American citizen. But again, this is back in the 80s.
Is that like African American?
Yeah. Except he had a little mustache.
Oh man. All right. Oh.
Did Edge fall asleep on us?
Probably.
So, what other topics you guys want to talk about?
I can always go ahead and screen share the picture of Edge asleep.
You know, that's the past. Talking about the present.
Bob's asleep.
Well, he was higher than caht.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Let's see if there's anything out in gun channels.
Well, actually, I want to share another link here and have you guys take a look at it to see if this is what I think it is. What I'm wondering is if this link here, if the product is that, if it's that clotting agent, I forget what it's called, in the material, already embedded in the material.
Trauma pack with quick clot.
Yeah. So in other words, it's a roll of material that you don't have to, because previously you had like a salt shaker, you had to shake the quick clot into the wound itself.
No, if you look at
of then whenever he got to the hospital, it would then have to be cleaned out.
Yeah, take a look at the pictures. And on the back, it shows all you have to do is like basically pull it out and wrap it on there.
Right. And then there was supposed to be another product where it was embedded in the material rather than going down into the wound itself. So then when you removed the dressing, you would also be removing the quick clot. And it would save the surgeons and the patients a lot of headache. And I'm wondering if this is that product.
No, I don't think so, because it says, open package, you pull it out, place quick clot over wound, and use it to apply pressure directly to bleeding source. Continue to apply pressure until bleeding stops, and then.
Right. It was not supposed to be a pressure dressing. It was just supposed to be a dressing with quick clot in it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just in their pictures here. There's a picture on the lower right of a guy, I guess, holding a gun. And on the left is a guy with a bow and arrow. So I guess I'm assuming that it could be a gunshot wound, maybe. In addition to other injuries that can come from a car accident or God knows what.
All right, it says bandage materials. It says Quick Clot Sport 25 grams. I'm looking to see what that is. That is the let's see.
Yeah, it says Quick Clot 25 grams, trauma pad 5 by 9 inches, gloves, duct tape, bandage, triangular. So I'm thinking that is not.
It's a whole kit. In other words, it's that plus several other things.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what it is, since they don't say it's a sponge, it is a powder. Or the granules.
Okay.
Quick Clot comes in a sponge form as well. Would you like a link to the sponge?
You guys look at this other one that I think I see might be the sponge. Come on, computer. There we go. I double did it. But anyway, is that the one where it's just material in the quick clot?
Clearing
This is the
sponge.
sort of thing that you might put under, like it's kind of an Israeli pressure dressing, and it's not. But you've hit an artery, and it's not containing the bleeding. This is something you might put under.
Yeah, because it's only a 5 times 5 inch.
Well, how
Yes.
big of a?
That's actually the sponge.
Yeah.
Right. You would put that on first, and then put the pressure dressing on top of it.
Yes.
Yes.
For when you hit an artery, it's not just an oozer; it's a gusher.
Yes. The sponge is a lot easier for the doctors to remove.
Yes.
Would you do the gusher with a tourniquet? Because
You'd use all methods on that.
Sorry?
You use a tourniquet, the sponge, and the.
okay.
You know.
I'm not a medical person, so take that with a grain of salt, people.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking if anything's like pumping blood out, generally you want to like stop that because
Right.
even if you put a sponge on it, it'll just soak the blood up until the person expires from lack of blood.
Bob, this is not a normal sponge.
Oh, okay.
Right. This is like
This has quick clot.
And it'll
it's like
stop.
Stepto for when you cut yourself shaving. You know that stuff you stick on a
I actually don't cut myself shaving, so I don't know.
No. You've had to at one point cut yourself with the new Stepto.
Oh, I've.
Okay. I guess he left.
Because that's what that's basically what like quick clot is. So.
Because when I've taken first aid classes, they've always told me to use an escalating methodology to stop the bleeding. In other words, you start with the most minor method and then gradually go step higher before the last level, which is the tourniquet. I mean, yes, you will use the tourniquet, but that's not option one. I mean, unless you literally hit oil. I mean, if you've got a gusher, then you might want to go to that step.
God damn it, Cork, you bastard.
No, you had computer problems. Nobody kicked you off, Bob.
I didn't kick you out.
I'm just kidding. Fuck, you guys are so oversensitive.
Well, you're so hot. But you would go to a pressure dressing normally first, and then graduate to a tourniquate if that doesn't.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that completely. But I missed that part because I was out having a pee.
Well, I don't want that. Was the quickest pee I've ever seen, so I don't want to know what details are on that.
Oh, sometimes I have really long ones, but other times it's just like a quick squirt and I'm done. Oh, you didn't want the details. Sorry.
Who's running this chat?
I don't know.
Foos.
Quick, somebody get a moderator.
Foos. Where are you, Foos?
I didn't even complain about you talking about my toilet thing. I mean I could have said this guy's bugging me about the fact I have to go to the toilet so often. I think it's kind of uncomfortable.
Nobody bugged you about your toilet thing.
No, I think you did, man. I really think you didn't. I want to talk to a moderator because if you keep that up, I think you should just be banned.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you, Dano. Jeez.
You
guys are so sensitive.
Keep toking the tuck. The toque. Keep toking the toque.
Token
You
the.
weren't sensitive until you got here. It's all you damn Canadians.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, man. And you've just got this thing for these really thick women. I don't know what that is with you. It's just weird.
So Bob, I got a serious question for you.
Yeah.
Who made that cartoon picture of you?
My daughter.
Oh, it's actually pretty talented because I figured it wasn't you.
Oh, it took her like it took her like 10 minutes, and yes, she is very talented.
Yeah. She did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yours would look like a stick figure that's crooked.
Yeah, well, apparently it's who who is it? The furry guy who liked furries. He was saying how like there's some symbol in my forehead that is about some
It says triple K.
Oh, I don't know. I can't really say it. I really can't see it, right?
In the forehead, it looks like you have a tattoo or something.
Yeah.
I
know, exactly, right?
If you look closely, it's 3 Ks.
It's like if it had a unibrow. You know what a unibrow is, right, Bob?
Yeah, I know. I've seen yours lots of times.
It looks like a unibrow that's been somebody tried to erase.
Ah,
That's
well,
funny.
kind of like yours, right?
Oh, come on, Bob.
Oh, come on. You read a Goldwing. You're pretty creepy. No, that was really uncalled for, and I'm sorry. You're not creepy, Dano. You shaved the mustache off. You're fine now.
Yeah. Not too many people remember me from my mustache days.
But yeah, no, you're a cool dude. I don't care if you're kind of strange. I mean, look, I put up with Quark.
You can put up with me. You can put up with anybody.
That's true.
That's pretty much the truth.
Yeah. Oh, Quark's a weird fucker. Have you ever gone to his webpage? Don't.
His YouTube page?
No.
I don't have a web page.
Oh, you do, and I've seen it, and it's really scary.
Is it
really
a bunch of
didn't
fat
think,
chicks?
Short, well, not short, but I mean, really pale, pudgy people should not be dressed in leather ever. Ever.
I may be pale, but I'm anything but short.
No, but you're pudgy.
Well, he's a big pudgy.
Yes, I'm big pudgy. I kind of like.
It doesn't matter. He looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy, and then wrap him.
I make foods look small.
Just think about it for a minute. Take the
Hey,
Pillsbury,
you look small.
wrap him in leather shorts, a leather vest, and stuff, and it's just like, oh boy, that's just not right.
Yeah, I've got like 5 inches on you.
I know you have like 5 inches on me, and you're skinnier than me too. I mean,
you wish you had 5 inches on me.
Well, no, height. Yeah, and I weigh more, and I still look skinnier.
Now,
So-
what, you said you weigh 280?
About 270.
I'm 280, so.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you're
well-
not skinnier. But I am 5'10".
I'm 150 and 5'8". Suck it up, buddies.
Fuck you.
And I'm
See.
55, man. I've been this
I could
way
rest
since I was
my,
25.
Bob,
I got fat for a
just the
while.
right height to be a shoulder rest.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, but
last time I was under 200 pounds, it was 1990.
That's enough.
6.
That's enough. once you have to go back centuries, then you got.
Now I know why you like those thick
High
women.
school?
Because it's
Yeah,
just
I
like,
was
well, they
freshman in high
won't
school.
reject me. They've
There's
got
a
butts
rule,
as big as mine.
and the rule is don't go back to the last century.
No, Bob, there's a difference between women with a little bit of weight on them and women that are skinny.
No, I like women that weigh 150 pounds or about, 5'2". I have a problem with that.
Oh, did you say 5 foot? I thought you said 3'2".
I don't know. I like women close to my own height. I actually don't mind taller women because when you're dancing with them, you put your face in between their boobs, and it's great. Especially if they got big boobs. I like heavy women. I'm not like you, though. I don't like those big giant butts, man. Oh, how do you
I'm
get
not
your
black.
arms around?
No. I'm not a big butt person. I'm a boob
You had
man.
the whole video about these women with giant butts, right?
Wait, which one? There's like 4 or 5 of them.
I know. That's the whole thing is I'm saying, oh, he likes big butts, and I'm like, oh.
That's more.
I like big butts, and I
It's
cannot
not,
lie.
it's not healthy for the women.
That's more Hollywood and e-bears.
Oh!
Oh.
Dano breaks up the race card.
Mhm. Well, we always know Dano was going to break that out eventually. Just look at him. He's got the mustache. He rides a gold wing. Of course he's probably got probably got the smoke and the cone head in the closet, right? The sheet and the head.
I thought they were all one piece.
Actually, Dano, do you know my brother?
You're gonna go live with?
Well, I'm not going to live with my brother. I'll go nowhere. No, my sister now. She's fine. And she's got a horse ranch, and she's going to let me have a couple of acres to put my trailer on. Gosh, I'm going to get to live in a fucking trailer at 55. Isn't that nice?
It's like a step backwards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bitches be crazy is all I can say. Bitches be crazy. And one of my YouTube subscribers said that to me, and I went, yep, you're exactly right.
Why don't you just make an igloo?
Hmm?
Make an igloo.
Oh, igloo. Yeah, it only works in the winter and only when it's really cold. You know what? Right now it's like raining. In the middle of January in Saskatoon, where it's normally, our record low is minus 43, and it's fucking raining.
We've only had like 10 inches of snow this winter. It's been super nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's just crazy, man. This is not normal.
We're going to be hurting for some water come summer.
Yeah, that's
probably,
true.
yeah. Like last year, we had 4 feet of snow at this time. This year, we have like 6 inches, and it's melting because it's raining.
Yep.
But there's nothing going on with the weather patterns. No. All normal.
Well,
Nobody's changing anything.
If it's just one or 2 years, yeah, there's nothing. But if it's like this for 10, 20 years, then yeah, it's a bigger pattern issue.
It's been like this, man.
Oh.
We had, like 10 years ago, we had the coldest place in the world was about 100 miles north of us, minus 64. I got pictures of my 5-year-old son throwing a glass of water up in the air, and it just vaporizes and turns to mist.
So was that like on a Polaroid?
No. I was actually on a digital camera, believe it or not. It was one of the first ones. I was one of the first people here to get digital or get internet because I wanted to play Doom and Warcraft with my friends. So I had internet, and I used to get stuff like, oh, can you get dirty pictures? Yeah, but it'll take like a day and a half to download it on your dot matrix printer.
You actually printed them out?
Oh, yeah. Oh, because it took forever to watch them on the screen, and it was like, basically black and white screen back then.
Well, it's a black and white printer, too, so it ain't going to help you much.
Well, I know, but at least you could take that to the bathroom with you.
Oh, yeah, you waited all day to download that picture of Marina Sirtis naked.
Oh, wow.
Bob, I want to mute my ears.
Yeah, no, seriously, it used to be really sucky back in the old days, right? We used to have to do DOS commands to hook up our computers to play, what we used to play, Duke Nukem.
Yep.
And Doom. We used to play Doom all the time, and then Warcraft.
You're not young enough to remember that, Foos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you probably would. Yeah.
Actually, my younger cousin was big into that, and he hooked everything up with DOS and stuff, and he was like 5 when he was doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there were kids
Oh,
that's
right, you're in your 30s.
What?
You're in your 30s, aren't you?
Yeah, early 30s.
Early 30s.
Really? You look like you're in your early 40s.
Thanks.
No, he actually looks like he's in his 20s to me.
Oh, if I cut the beard off, I've been carded. So.
Yeah. I used to get carded at 35, but you look really old. Like your eyes are getting all puffy and stuff. Like, what do you do?
Well, that's like the light.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm just thinking of the wrinkles.
That's just the fact.
All that,
Yeah, it's the fact.
Late 30s, early 50s, maybe.
I'm so fat, my eyes even have rolls.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm a.
And you like those really fat girls. I just don't get that. I mean, if I was fat, I would like really skinny girls because then I could
They
squish
make
them
me
down.
look.
They couldn't even make a
I
noise.
don't like the bruises.
They don't bruise you. You get on top of them, they don't even make a noise. You just got to make sure that they're still alive when you get off them.
Well, Quark, you wouldn't have bruises. They wouldn't say yes.
Yeah, well, that's true. I've met girls that they want a bruise before they'll say yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop out at this point, gentlemen. I'm,
Okay, we're making
Don't
Dano
leave me
really
with
uncomfortable. All right, score one for Bob.
and I do mean hop out, as in hop off.
Yeah. Oh, sure you do.
Later, Bob.
Now he's
Yeah, all
gonna
right.
go look.
See you, Dano. Good
He's
talking
gonna
to you.
look up
again,
dot matrix porn.
Yeah, and then Dano's gonna dig out his old printer and go, "What was he talking about?" I remember actually going to bed and, it was like 7 hours to download a picture. It was just ridiculous back then.
Wow.
Hmm.
And she probably still had Bush.
Yeah, probably.
No, you couldn't tell on those resolutions.
No, actually, could. Yeah, you could. Because it was dark and, flash was light.
Oh, so you're not into the black woman? What the heck?
Yeah, you didn't see much of anything, and it was a big waste of time. And you got the updated color laser printer that cost you like, $1,000 more than most laptops do nowadays. Then it would actually print out, and you kind of recognize, oh, it kind of looks like a woman. Oh my God, that's a pussy! Great, take this bath.
As my uncle always used to say, it's all the same color on the inside.
Yep, it's true actually.
I remember my first computer, and I was going to recycle it, basically. What do you know? It's been in the basement for years and years and years, and my father was like, "You're not getting rid of that printer, that computer. That cost me, $800."
Oh, 5,000! My first computer was $5,000 fucking dollars.
Holy shit!
I just kind of like, what am I gonna do? I'm at Windows 98 now.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even have Windows 3.1. I had DOS commands on it.
My first computer was running Windows 98.
I think that was kind of my
386 for me.
286 for me.
I used to know DOS really well. Now I don't.
Yep. Oh yeah, same here, eh? You just know all the DOS commands. You just not even think about it. Just like tap 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 tap. There we go. All right, we're in the game.
So talking about snow, evidently the Northeast is gonna have potentially historic blizzard up there. So.
Yeah, well, but nothing's happening with the weather. It's fine. It's just normal.
20 to 30 inches.
Well, that's because Lake
effect.
And a lot of MILFs would love that.
Lake Huron. Isn't there Huron there on Buffalo?
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, because we've had a mild winter, none of the Great Lakes is frozen over. So right around where the Great Lakes, they're still getting tons of snow, lake effect snow.
Mm-hmm. Well, East Coast's getting smacked this year bad.
They deserve it.
Well, I mean, you look at the weather patterns, and there's this jet stream that's pushing all this warm air down in the middle of Canada and North Dakota and shit like that. And the East Coast is getting just smacked with all this, because the cold air is coming up or warm air is coming up or something like that, but they're getting all this precipitation. And then the East Coast, because it's all cold, is getting, I mean, they had snow in Laredo, Texas, a couple of days ago. First
Yeah, I
time
heard
in
that.
50 years.
Was it a couple days ago? We were like 2 degrees Celsius here for like 3 days.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's like
All
here
our snow melted.
we're like they're talking. We're gonna get rain for the next 3 days, and it's the end of January, and normal temperature here is like -20. So and the record is -47. So the fact that we're getting rain is a little unusual.
Hey, Bob, I'm not complaining after the winter from hell.
Mm.
Yeah, the last one was bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had 4
Well,
feet.
you're
of
down
snow.
south farther. That wasn't bad.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was bad for us. We had our last snow was in March, and I think we got 8 or 9 inches, and that's bad for us. I mean,
Not only did we have
Usually
record
it's-
colds, we had record snow. We had both. We had like 10 days straight where the high temperature was not above 0, which is amazing.
Oh.
Usually
Every other day there was snow.
Oh. Try -40, man.
usually we have one week where it's like single digits, but after that it's usually up in the 20s, 30s, 40s, something like that. So.
Yes, I know, Bob. I know.
Yeah.
But
You guys
that's
are pretty-
-40s are not your high. Those are your low temperatures. I'm talking about high
Yeah.
temperatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about highs.
Yeah, we had during those days.
highs
they
are
were-
like normally -10. So it's 10 degrees below 0.
Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, screw that.
Oh, it's the proper way to do temperature, really.
Yeah, I like the
Like,
Fahrenheit
0 is
scale, 'cause it works
freezing.
in Mercury.
100 is boiling. That makes sense. 212 boiling and plus 34 freezing.
32.
32, whatever. It's been a while since I took that. I was in grade 12 when they switched from Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Yeah, it was bad last winter though. That was.
I thought they did that back in the 1800s.
No. We
Oh, wait, you
stuck
were
with you
12.
guys for a long time. Gotta remember World War II, man. You and us were buddies.
Yeah.
So we had to
Yeah.
defeat Germany.
We stole your firearm designers, and you stole our aircraft, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well,
And our
we
ships
built
and
better.
everything else.
We built them better, so Well, actually, we stole the
Come on,
motors.
Bob. How many fighters do you have in your country right now? Like 3?
No, we have what the hell is it?
35?
100? No, it's 181. And
181.
they're F-18s, right? The early model F-18s.
All right, you got 181.
I think, yeah.
Jeez, almost your whole country could fly those planes.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's really sad. They want to buy 65 of those fucking J-35 stealth fighter pieces of crap,
Yeah,
and it's
okay.
like, no.
They are crap.
According to Wikipedia, you have 72 F-18 Hornets made from 82 to 88.
Well, you know why Canada?
My number is probably the ones we bought originally.
You have 25 trainers. You have lead and flight trainers. You have 20 of those. You have 4 acrobatics. You have 25 aircraft for jet demonstration aircraft.
Those are the snowbirds. Those are 1950s trainers.
1962,
Hmm.
according to Wikipedia. So.
Yeah.
I just gotta say this, Bob. The reason you don't need an Air Force or Navy or even an Army is because you're big brother to the South.
Well,
No, I mean
no.
that's quite true. But I mean, you got to look at our population. We got 30 million. You got 300 million.
Well,
We're kind of the, we're like your buffer zone from the
Well,
Russians.
Canada is kind of like Russia. You go up there and hit the winter and you can't move.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, it was really tough. You guys come up here and train to see how to operate in this kind of temperature, right? Because it is just miserable. I mean, I don't know how many of you have ever tried to hunt at -20, but it is not nice.
Come on, we can just go to Alaska.
It's prime moving time. I mean, you're divorced.
Oh yeah, I know.
Retired.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm moving. I'm moving to southern Manitoba, which is about like 150 miles from Minot. So.
Which is like 12 hours from me.
So, are you going to be further south or?
Oh yeah, way further south. Yeah, where I am now is pretty much northern or about the mid part of Canada, and I'm going to move right close to the border.
He's going to be right above Minnesota.
Yeah.
I Google mapped it, and it said it's like 12-hour drive for him to get to me. I'm like, that's too close. I got to move.
I don't.
Oh, seriously, I am gonna fucking just show up on his doorstep, cause he always is the most one bugging me about showing up on Chris's doorstep.
Me?
Like, yeah. And like, good guy's a nice guy, but now he's all terrified. I'm gonna show up on his fucking doorstep.
I'm not the one who started that, though.
You would go down to Arizona and melt.
Yeah, but once I get used to it, I'll be fine.
I'm gonna say it's gonna take more than a week.
Oh yeah, but I'll just sweat like a pig and have to drink like 10 gallons of water a day, or beer.
I was about to say
beer is dirt cheap. I mean, here I pay like $35 for a 12-pack, and down there it's like $6.
Oh, depending.
12-pack is more like $9, $8-9 for good beer.
For a good beer, yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna buy a red, white, and blue, you might be able to get that for $6.
Or a natty light or a dirt cheap special. It's just a silver can with red beer across it. That's I've picked that up back in college for. I think I picked up a case for like $6 or $7.
Oh, you can always get Old Milwaukee.
And your cigarettes are like $4 a pack instead of 12.
I'm not sure.
Old Milwaukee was my college day.
Beast Light. My family still drinks that. My family drinks Beast Light like it's going out of style.
Oh, God. I cannot drink Old Milwaukee. That's just horrible.
No, Beast Light, like the family I went and I visited this weekend.
That's my choice. My family drinks this cheap beer.
They'll, oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I bet you, see, Tim and Shelly, they'll probably go through 14 a night, 14, 15 a night. Just those two.
That's what Bob goes through in an hour.
No, I don't. I go through like 15, 18 a night. I mean, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm just a serious drinker.
Mm-hmm. You drink it for the taste.
Oh, that's exactly right.
That's how I drink beer. It's for the taste.
But the thing is he only likes tasting it after the first 10.
I like to taste it off my T-shirt later, you know, after I spilled it that many times.
So did you keep your beard this winter, or did you shave it off?
I shaved it off. I've actually I don't have to go outside anymore at -30, so I just quit wearing the beard.
Cool.
Plus, if you're on, Match.com and that kind of stuff, women don't like furry faces.
They think my goatee is super sexy.
Yeah, not most of
Oh,
the women.
I've
had so many comments when I put up my pictures with the beard. It was just like, oh, no way. Ugh. And all that stuff. It's like, I'll just put up the pictures with a beard. Women don't like beards. I mean, there's not too many of Haas's sisters out there, right?
Yeah, I've been waiting for a freaking cold day where it's going to snow, or any day where it's just going to snow enough I have to get the snowblower out. So I really want to test these surplus finger, the trigger finger mittens with the wool liners. See if they keep my hands warm.
They won't.
Well, the thing is here, Bob, they're two separate. The liners are mil surplus, and then the gloves are mil surplus, but they're different countries.
I've used the trigger finger gloves, and they do not work. The thing you've got to do is pull that trigger finger out, put it in with your pointer finger, and keep it there until you need to pull the trigger, and then because otherwise it won't keep your finger warm.
I'm not worried about keeping my finger warm because I'm going to do exactly what you just said. That's what I plan to do.
Yeah. Well, you have to. I mean, it's a neat option, but it really does dull the feel. A better option is to have a glove that you can just put your finger out and pull the trigger with your bare finger.
Oh yeah, I know that too. I'm not talking about what to use actually as pulling trigger, just because they were.
No, okay.
The gloves were $3, and the mitten, the wool liners were $2.
Well, just buying it for cheap surplus. Well, then go ahead. I mean,
no, I just
my snowblower
as an emergency pair of extra gloves.
Yeah.
Because all I don't have any mittens. I just have gloves, and I didn't feel like spending $40 on just a pair of mittens.
Well, why doesn't your snowblower have heated hand grips?
Because my snowblower is from the 90s.
Yeah, well, mine's from the 2010 or whatever. It's got a heated hand grips.
Yes, yeah, but it still works. I'm not getting rid of it still works, so there's no reason to get rid of it.
But
it's got a cab on it too, so I don't get hit by wind.
Yeah. Do you have a cab on your snowblower?
Yes.
Oh, God.
There's a reason why there's a cab on my snowblower.
You have to do a video of you snowblowing in your cab, okay? Because that's going to be fucking epic.
It's a walk behind snowblower.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's got a cab on it, so you have to show us a video of that.
Yeah, and the reason for the cab is because the prevailing wind comes out of the northwest.
And it would make you cold.
No, that's where the prevailing wind comes out of. And because since my driveway is against my neighbor's driveway to the south, I cannot blow to the south. I have to blow to the north.
Okay.
Right into the wind.
Oh, it must be horrible.
It is. When it's negative 17 for a high temperature and you're out there doing it. Oh my God,
minus 17.
Minus 17 Fahrenheit.
And the wind must be getting up to almost minus 20.
No, the wind chills on that were in the 40s below.
We're actually 40s below. I'm not going to die in your chat. Oh, is this your chat?
No, it's mine. Your laugh kills me, man.
Oh, God, that was funny. Oh.
Yeah, the wind chills were in the 40s.
Oh, wait, you're going to whine some more.
No, I'm not whining. That's why I have a cab on there. Why do something in misery when we can do it at least in somewhat comfort?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I was laughing too hard. Wait.
Okay, Bob, why don't you ride your motorcycle?
Wait, stop talking. Let me catch my breath. Stop talking. Let me catch my breath.
Hey, Bob, you should ride your motorcycle year round. Come on. Let me guess. You got a card or...
Wait. Stop. Let me catch my breath. Stop it.
Nope.
Quit it, Quark.
I'm trying to
killing me.
Wait.
Oh, help me kill Bob.
Okay. All right. Now, what was the question?
Never mind.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Quark. You're a piece of work. I actually am really tempted to come down there on my way.
You need to just make just show up as a door and go, hey, Quark, let's go shooting.
It's not that big. It's not that big a jaunt.
and I have to show up at Chris's door unannounced with cameras rolling, because
You got to catch your murderer on tape.
yeah.
Well, if you're going to do that, you might as well just go down the West Coast, catch up with Yankee, keep on going down,
no.
see
Yeah,
Key
hey,
West.
My
and, you know,
address
just
is
make a big old
1295 Lombardi Avenue.
make a big old U to get back up there.
Yeah, I've thought about that. My parents used to do that kind of shit, eh? They used to go down to the East Coast and down around, and yeah, my parents at the, you know, in their 80s, they went to what the fuck was it called?
Are you dead?
Yeah, I'll just talk about that later. That part of my brain is just not working right now.
Wait. You have a part of your brain that is working?
Oh yeah, most of it. You know, it's just little bits that, you know, quit working sometimes.
That's when the
It happens when you get old. Just wait until you get old. You're gonna find out, man. It sucks. There's all kinds of things you used to do and I don't even think about, and now it's like, oh, that's a lot of work.
Hey, you know how back when all these chats started, we were having like competitions to seeing who would have the first desktop. If Bob dies on air, is that considered a desktop?
We've already discussed that, and there's bets already made on that.
I know, but I'm saying if you die on air from laughter,
No, it's not
is
a
that
desktop.
considered?
No, it's there's something else. They got, there's different classifications.
It's called the death pool.
Yeah, there's a classification about desktops, and I think Edge almost made it because he, you know, when that guy came in his garage and was trying to steal shit and stuff.
That would have been a live fire on purpose. Desktop is on accident.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Edge is the most likely one to do it, I think. I mean, Canadians, it's really hard because we shouldn't really load guns.
Yeah, you shouldn't have loaded firearms inside the house.
I really think
unless
it's
we
gonna
have
be a Chris.
Yeah, if somebody's
I really
breaking in, you can load them and go out and shoot them, but you know, it's kind of.
I really think it's gonna be Chris when he's reloading.
Yeah. I'm actually voting for Chris ever since I met him.
I've had a primer go off as I was seating it.
Yep, that's what I'm getting at. I think he's gonna be the one that's gonna get it.
I've done that.
I think Chris is gonna actually do a desktop with a gun.
Man, it kind of sounds bad. Kind of sounds bad. Me talking about all my reloading issues. I've had a double charge on a 45. I've had a primer go off. Man.
Yeah, really, you should be probably not smoking as much when you're doing that. Or drinking.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, whatever your choice is, yeah.
Damn it. Well, I don't do that either. I pop pills.
What I mean to say is paying more attention.
Yeah, I've started to.
The problem is he has porn going on one screen.
Well, he's got that thing about women with really big butts.
No, boobs.
I think that's boobs. I don't mind big boobs. I really don't like those big butts. It's like, gee, if it's wider, if it's more than twice as wide as me, I don't want anything to do with that.
Neither do I. It's something I know Edge likes. He's talked about before.
Yeah, but you know what, Quark? If it was twice as wide as you, it wouldn't fit through a fucking garage door.
I don't know what a garage is.
Huh?
What's a garage?
Garage, you know, like 8-foot door that you park your car in.
Oh, a garage.
No, a garage. God.
You say drawer, draw.
Draw. I don't say draw. I say drawer. God, you speak funny down there in Boston or wherever.
I'm from Wisconsin. You got the wrong.
Well, it's the same kind of thing. You're East Coast.
I'm Midwest.
East Coasters always talk funny, right? Where are you from, Farm?
Foos. Originally or now? Originally, I'm from an hour south of St. Louis, and
Where'd you learn to speak?
hour south of St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Actually, I'll give you a cool little fact. You know, our accents are actually
Yeah, actually, you don't have that much of an accent. You sound pretty much normal.
no. This is a true
That's
fact.
kinda
Our accents are set by the time we hit puberty, and they're influenced not by our parents but by our childhood friends.
Mm.
That's why I don't have an accent. I didn't have any childhood friends.
Well, your TV may have been your friend, and then
Yeah.
they started without
I was kidding.
Look at Quark, eh?
Yeah, true.
I'm pretty sure he didn't have any childhood friends.
None at all.
No,
He probably had some bullies.
actually, I've been in Arkansas for 10 years, and every now and again I'll pick up a little twang, and I hate it. Like whenever I first moved down here, whenever I started saying y'all, I would be like, okay, I have to go back to my hometown. You know, I'd go back for a couple days, and it'd be like 4 or 5 months before I'd say y'all again. So yeah.
Pick 'em up truck.
Yeah. Y'all
Like
wanna
those pick 'em up trucks.
go down and get some ice cream? I actually, because I lived in Brandon, which is right next to North Dakota, South Dakota, we used to go to all the rodeos.
Mm-hmm.
And honest to God, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between somebody from southern Manitoba and somebody from southern or northern, North Dakota and shit like that. We all talk
all
the
the
same. Yeah.
Again, watch how the states got their shape. They actually do an episode on accents.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's really weird. We, like Canadians, we were so much like you out in the West, right? We were all about freedom and guns and everything else. And yeah, unfortunately, the government was formed in the South or in the southern eastern states and provinces. But yeah, they fucked us over.
Well, yeah.
Blame France.
Well, like for me, I
Blame France for everything.
a lot of my friends are like, oh, I want to go to the Northeast. I want to go to the New England states. I'm like, fuck that shit. I don't want to go up there.
Unless you go to Vermont.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to go through all the other ones to get there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
but there's provinces in Canada that are very right wing, very much. We want our gun rights and we want them now. And like right now, we're fighting to get the magazine restrictions taken off, right? And that's our big fight right now. And it's magazine restrictions and the fact that AR-15s are considered pistols.
Yeah, I've already mapped out ways to get past Minnesota and Illinois, who does not accept our concealed carry permit. I go through Iowa or I go through Michigan.
Yeah.
Completely bypass the states.
Well, I found out I can actually go to, I think it's Iowa? No, Iowa. I can go to a state and get my concealed carry permit, and
Maybe
it's
it's
legal in about half of America. Even though I'm Canadian, I'm like,
Isn't that
fucking
Florida?
A.
I know a lot of them, except Florida's.
Mm.
Let's see.
No, it's
I used to have an app for that.
Hey, Bob, if you wanna go live in a great state, live in Montana. You only get like 500,000 people there.
Yeah.
But I think it's like 70-some% own firearms.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I like Montana. I have friends that live there. But I want to live where there's no snow. I'm
That's the problem.
tired of snow and
There are more
cold.
sheep in Montana than there are people.
That might be nice for people like you, but I actually like girls.
But they actually have a thing. If you manufacture a firearm in Montana and you sell it to somebody in Montana,
Yeah.
you don't have to go through any federal regulations. There's nothing like that
Yep.
because.
Care about that? I'll bring my own guns down. Thanks.
Like,
He's
no,
gonna
you think
start
about
bringing his
that. If you
short barrel.
you live in you live
I
in
have all the
Montana.
guns I want.
There's actually a firearms manufacturer there that's trying to get this done. So that, if you only sell it to Montana residents, the federal government has no right to interfere.
Oh, that's cool. I don't might have a problem with that. And then you can go anywhere with it.
So
They
he's
are
gonna bring in
very-
his 10-inch shotgun.
Yeah, you got to watch that episode of How the States Got the Shapes because they actually talk
8.5-inch
about the Second
Compact
Amendment.
shotguns we can get here.
8.5 you could get there.
Mm-hmm. And they're not restricted. They're just a regular gun.
Yeah.
But you can't
We need
take
a
that
AOW.
18.5 barrel that you got and then just take a hacksaw to it. You got to go to a firearm
Yep.
store.
Well,
and
actually, the really short ones, the only way, the shortest you can go to get a gunsmith to shorten it is 18.5. Which I have a couple of those, are cowboy guns and home
18.5
defense
is
guns.
standard down here. That's the shortest you can go.
Yeah.
It's all
See,
set.
and that is
So it's
the shortest
18.
you can have a gunsmith cut it down
Well,
to.
I'm talking about manufacturers go
Manufacturers
18.5.
a shorter barrel. It's just, you can go carry that out in the bush, They have
Yeah, you can.
12-inch double barrel shotguns they call backpackers. And you just, they got a full stock on them, but you stuff them in your backpack and, if you have to, you pull them out and you got
Use
two
them to shoot that bear that was going to eat you.
Yep. Yeah, basically that's kind of what it's for.
Yeah. I know it's 18, but I know manufacturers make them 18.5.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nothing's stopping you from taking and chopping it down the rest of the way
Yeah.
to that 18-inch mark,
You
but manufacturers want to be on the safe side.
Yeah, that Black Hawk I'm buying, right? Well, I bought. I got to go pick it up tomorrow. It's 4 and 5/8 inch barrel because anything shorter than 4-inch is illegal in Canada. So,
Really?
4 and 5-inch barrel. It's a Ruger Super Black Hawk that shoots 357, 38, and 9mm. Comes with this second cylinder.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's perfect because it goes with my Browning, and I like 357. It's a good round. Get a rifle that fires the same round, I'm laughing.
Yeah, I've never gotten into the wheel guns much. I'd like to break into it, but I'm kind of scared to. Not that
Wheel guns are awesome.
no, it's not that I'm like scared to shoot them or anything. It's
Yeah.
I'm scared to buy one and like jump into it. I'm scared that my pocketbook will be even emptier than what it already is.
Yep.
You want to buy one, but you want to have like many different barrel lengths.
Yeah.
Go find a
No,
go to
Buy
Gun Broker and find an old Dan
Parts are
Wesson.
really hard to find.
No,
Dan
no.
Wesson EW Arms. You can
No.
find parts for them.
Well, what I'm talking about, like if I get a 357, then I'd have to go out and get a 357 rifle too, and then I'd have to get reloading dies, and I'd have to get a different, get a little bit different bullet mold, and then oh man.
Well, that's by the
I
Ruger
just see.
convertible, right?
No,
got a 9mm. Do you have a
go out and
9mm?
Buy yourself a 500. You don't have to worry about all that other stuff. You just need to get reloading stuff. You don't have to worry about getting a rifle in that caliber.
For what? Smith Wesson 500?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. Well, they do. The handy rifle makes a 500 Smith & Wesson.
Oh, they actually do?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. The largest hand gun I ever fired is a 454 Casull.
Those are nasty.
No kidding.
I fired one of those 500 Smith & Wesson Magnums. It was
I haven't fired
not
anything.
pleasant at all. Like, the only reason I would fire one if a grizzly bear was fucking coming up close and personal. If he was 100 yards away and didn't look like he was going to attack, I'd be just like, okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
My friend,
It's only if you tried to
has,
aim, would actually pull that fucking trigger.
Yeah, my friend has the 454 Casull, and ammo for that's expensive, in 454. So he's like, putting in 4 rounds of 45 and 1 454. So you prepared for it on the first shot or the last shot, and somewhere in between.
Right, so 45 will chamber in a 454?
Well,
Yeah,
45
long Colt.
Oh, 45 70.
or 45 long Colt.
Yeah, 45 long Colt.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 45-70.
All right.
No, 45 long. Pretty sure it's 45 long Colt.
See, like with all these, really expensive
long
rounds, if you get the dies or all the dies to make your own bullets, then almost all shooting's cheap.
Yes, he's not a reloader, but it's like I happened to get it the 3rd round in. I actually got it right in the middle. And damn, that hurt. The webbing between my thumb. The 45, the 45 was fine, no problems. But the 44 is like, damn. I was ready for it too. That hurt. The webbing was sore the next day. It was just.
I bet so.
Yeah. Well, I remember the first time I ever shot 44 Magnum. My brother handed me his. I had like a couple of rounds of 44 Special, and then some 44 Magnum, 240 grain hollow points or something. We were shooting in an old car, and it was like the 44 Special. It was like, oh, this is, because we were joking about how like Clint Eastwood when he put his hand around and turned his hand and shot around a corner with a 44 Magnum, that would have broke his wrist. And we were like joking that, oh yeah. And I fired that 3rd round that had 44 Magnum, 240 grain in it, and I was like, holy fuck. Still didn't shoot through the engine block, but.
Hey, Quark, Miss Universe was from Colombia. Since you were talking about it earlier.
Oh, you know what?
I would just watch it to see I only watch it to the bikini section, and then I leave.
You know why she was from Colombia, right? A little bit of snow went to the fucking judges.
And Miss USA was 2nd.
Yeah, that's because they gave her green. They gave Miss Colombia Coke.
Yeah, they were talking about that on the radio for some odd reason about like the Jewish Miss Universe and somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was.
Going on?
No, it was Israel and Jordan, I think.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. Jordan.
Yeah,
was it?
Really?
Yeah. Well, basically, what it was is Miss Jordan was going to take a selfie with a couple of other contestants, and then Miss Israel jumped in there at the last minute and posted it on her Twitter, and a whole bunch of Jordanians wanted Miss Jordan to drop out because she was had a picture taken with Miss Israel.
Yeah, they cannot fraternize with Israel.
Yeah, isn't that just asinine?
Yeah.
If it is,
I mean,
in so many ways.
Come on.
Well, the whole thing is the Palestinians, actually, there's no Palestine. There's Jordan. Jordan, half of Jordan was Palestine, right? It's just like such a fucking joke that these countries will go, oh, no, we're going to support the Palestinians. Well, that's because half their fucking country used to be yours.
Mm-hmm.
Pisses me off.
Yep, and the Israelis want peace. They want to give land to the Palestinians.
They would much rather have peace.
Yeah, they want to give land to the Palestinians. Only problem is the Palestinians won't accept the terms, which is you get this land, just no more attacks.
Well, the Hamas.
Yes, Hamas.
Their dedicated thing is push the Israelis into the sea. They have no right to be here. And it's like, oh, I know all the fucking books talk about them. So
yeah, well,
I don't personally believe in the Bible, but
yeah, the Israelis value life, we value death.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Israelis will do everything to protect their lives, and the Hamas will, and the, well, not Palestinians in general, but the Hamas will okay, we'll have a 12-year-old girl strap explosives on her body and go blow up a roadblock. That's
Yep.
bullshit.
Yeah, and then they take and they launch their attacks from hospitals or schools or mosques.
Oh yeah, the rocket attacks that were
Yep.
going on. I mean, they were just bullshit. And the Israelis would try to be as precise as they could. They'd take out the rocket site that was like 100 yards from the hospital, and they'd kill some civilians. Well, you know what? In World War II, they would have sent a fleet of B-24s over and carpet bombed that whole fucking area.
Yeah, well, they the Vietnamese did that too. The Viet Cong.
Oh yeah.
They would actually start opening fire on the troops. From behind a village, and then the Americans would return fire and kill,
people in the village.
people in the village, and the public, the non-people never trusted. Yeah, never trusted the United States.
Public perception, right?
Yeah.
And why would they, right? They'd relatives get killed by these Americans. It wouldn't matter that they were Viet Cong firing at them from the hills above.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and of course the South Vietnamese, military leaders had no sympathy for the Viet Cong. They would just, they capture somebody,
South Vietnamese
just
leaders,
put a bullet in their head.
That didn't help.
Yeah, it didn't help at all. They just go ahead and just put a bullet in that,
Yep.
And then having media in with troops is just a bad thing.
Well,
they don't need to be there.
I think it worked pretty well for the Afghanistan and Iraq. I mean, in the sense that there was very little charges of atrocities.
No, I still don't think the news organizations need to be in a warfare, in a war zone.
I think they should.
Not on the front lines.
Well, pretty close. Yeah, I mean, you've seen videos of D-Day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the only actual video of D-Day, the doors opening, and that was the actual first advancement, was a Canadian filming Canadian troops going out on Juno Beach. And the only reason they found that video, or that tape, it was actually, I guess, film back then, was they found a courier that had been shot, and they found this film on him, and they brought it back, and this guy had gone up 30 miles with the Canadian troops after the original D-Day landings. But I mean, this was the only D-Day landings, the only real. This is the first wave D-Day landings video or imagery that we have, and it was from a Canadian, and somehow, luckily got found because the courier got killed on the way back.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, well, all the World War II stuff was, at least for the United States, was shot by troops.
Right.
Well, no, a lot of they had combat cameramen with everyone, and they were all using usually 16 millimeter.
Right. Well, the combat cameramen were troops. They were enlisted.
Well, they were, yeah, they were enlisted, but they were actually, they were given a gun, but they were also given the camera, and most of them had some experience.
Yes.
They were either newsmen or, apparently.
Yeah, it was a way for the United States. Yeah. Well, that was a way for the United States to control news coverage.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, and it was so much easier, right? Because it was film. It wasn't digitalized and shot up to satellites.
Right, like we have now. So any Joe Blow with
GoPro.
A cell phone can film stuff that's happening over
your cell phone.
battle zones.
And post it within seconds.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. And then I gotta call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get going too.
Yeah. Good talking to y'all. Good talking to you, fatty.
Wait,
He's not fatty. He's
talking
fatty
to me.
What?
He's loose.
I thought you were fatty with a firearm.
No, I'm
He's
Foos.
loose.
Oh,
He's newer to these chats, Bob.
and the whole time I thought you were fatty with a firearm.
Nope.
Oh God! Now I
Fatty
feel.
with a firearm's from Oklahoma. He's got an
You're from
accent.
Oklahoma. Oh damn! Now you got it. Okay.
I'm in Arkansas.
He's in
Message
Arkansas.
message me so I can sub you. And I'm really sorry, man. I thought you guys look alike. Maybe it's just.
They've got the same camera angle. That's about it.
I think it's the same camera
You mean
angle.
all us Americans or
All Americans look alike to me. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. Thanks a lot. You guys
All right, later, all. Thanks for the chat.
Yeah, I'm bugging out too. And everyone left. So yeah, that was my first. All right, see you guys later.